All right, we are live. Thank you guys so much for coming out to Cobra TV on this awesome Friday night. And this is the Friday night subcast. Man, I'm really super proud of myself for being able to keep on schedule.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Every Friday we've been hitting it. We've been hitting it pretty well on every Friday. Guys, joining me tonight, I have Sword on the call. Sword is now the official co-host of the Friday night subcast, and I couldn't be more luckier having Sword as the co-host of the subcast. If you do not know who Sword is, I pity you.
Oh man, come on. Too kind.
Everybody should. And if you're watching this video after it's uploaded, please check out that link I just put in the live chat there.
Oh man, awesome.
I think, am I still in the wrong? Am I still on the wrong? No, we're on the right account. Whoa, what just happened? What is going on, guys? How's everybody doing out there? It's an awesome Friday night. Again, we do have Sword on the call. I've got so much stuff going on. I've got two monitors, so please.
I know. Double the wrong buttons tonight, guys. Come on. Hashtag wrong button in the chat.
Bear with me a little bit while I learn how to navigate two monitors. I keep forgetting what is where. And I want to go ahead and I want to get Sword's YouTube channel up here real quick.
Oh, awesome, dude.
That's the wrong button. What
is going on, everybody in that live chat? Thank you. Feeling the love out there tonight, guys. Awesome. Glad y'all can come join us for this awesome Friday night subcast.
So if anybody doesn't know who Sword is this amazing No Man's Sky streamer who streams very regularly, very long streams. It's kind of like it's kind of like No Man's Sky ASMR for me, because I hardly watch what he does because I'm usually at work when he's streaming. So I'll put the phone in my pocket and put the headphones in, and I listen to Sword playing, and it's relaxing. It's really relaxing hearing the sounds of the ships and the fauna and the destruction sometimes. But please go on over, check out Sword if you haven't. He's an amazing person. He is also a pillar in our community. So check him out, guys.
Matt Barrett, Sword who?
Sword who? Okay, so tonight, let me get this music turned down a little bit. Tonight, we're going to be talking about, so there's a lot of focus on waiting for the update, which we're going to talk about Sean Murray's tweet here in a second. I'm going to give you my idea, my opinion on his tweet. I think it's awesome. I didn't make a video about it right away, just because I didn't think it's worth making a video about, right? I said, now we'll save it for the subcast. But we'll talk about that. But a lot of people are, we're all waiting for that update, and there's so many things that we could be doing right now in the game as well.
Man.
Yeah, there's so many things. Legacy Zero's in the chat, and he's got a new avatar, a new picture, their new logo. Looks good, man. Snazzy. Really snazzy.
Stylish.
Yes.
And I want to draw some attention to the Peaceful Gamers new logo. Oh, yeah.
Oh, no. Are we in a call?
We're still in the call, yeah.
Oh, all right. Let's go down into the subcaster. We're in the wrong place.
I'll see you in the subcast.
Woo! Hey, what's up, guys? We've got Mary Lizzie and Yaucha on the call waiting for us.
What's up, guys?
Oh, we caught him. We caught him by surprise.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
You caught me bouncing between devices.
Some of the things that you say, I I was really worried where that sentence was going to go. You caught me bouncing.
Oh my God! Yeah,
Because of the last thing that you said when we went live.
Is that why you started the SUBCAST on another?
Oh yeah.
Not
Is that all my
purposely, but
fault?
maybe subconsciously.
I'm sitting in here going, guys,
I know, that's what I was thinking.
where are you?
Welcome, Yocha. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing all right. Happy Friday to everybody.
Happy
You too,
Friday
buddy.
to everybody.
Happy summer solstice.
And it's a good Friday, and I believe we're getting really close to that update. And I believe Sean Murray teased us about that.
Oh my
You
goodness.
think so?
Yeah, and I'll explain. I know what. Here's Cobra looking into Sean's tweets again. Look, tinfoil.
Oh yeah.
Did you
Yes,
see what JC Hysteria posted earlier? Please, sir, may I have some more?
Oh yeah.
yes.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so
Well,
let's go
I'll
on
be
over.
honest, guys. If you're a fan of Cobra TV and you don't have a complete tinfoil jumpsuit, you know where you been? Where you been for 4 years?
Right, yeah. Get your tinfoil hats on, guys, because we're going to talk about this. So, let's talk about the tweet. First of all, realize something. This is a company. This is a company Twitter page. Okay, Sean Murray's not following all of his friends. He's following one company, and that one company is Hello Games. How gangster is that, by the way? 235,000 followers, and the guy follows one account. Wow. This, okay. I'm going to sound crazy when I say this. Okay, so listen. Yes, Dark Lord Zeralik in the chat. Dave Linger, correct. Patch notes. That's what I seen, and that's what Dave Linger's seen. He was the first person to point it out. When he pointed it out, I replied, bingo. Okay, so here's why. Okay, check this out. Just hold on. Just give me a second to spit this out. Things I have to write on lists for my real adult job. The guy's real adult job is Hello Games. The guy's real adult job is making No Man's Sky. And then it says, recently fed creatures will never poop if they've been scared by a predator. Here's what I think the tweet means. I think it's a hint that, hey guys, we're getting close. Things are getting close. Okay? Here's the patch notes. Well, no, this is a hint at patch notes are being written. They're being compiled into lists. You know the list that we get, the patch notes list? I believe this is a hint that we're getting close without him literally coming out and saying, guys, we're almost there, all right? We're on the home stretch. This is Sean's way of saying we're almost there. He's making lists because they're for patch notes. Now,
He's making a list and checking it twice.
that's right. Yeah, he's checking. Sean Murray. Wait, no. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. That's right.
Shanta Claus. Shanta Claus. I said Sean Murray as if that was like a direct relation to Santa Claus when I didn't
Well, he
even
kinda
realize
is.
I just said his name normally.
He just brings our presents during the summer, guys.
That's how close I think he is to Santa Claus. I think Sean Murray is actually, in translation, Santa Claus.
Man, Pete, I wished I could read that, but that is hilarious, sir.
But here's the it's an onion, right? We could go into different layers of this tweet. So, recently fed creatures will never poop if they've been scared by a predator is something innocent enough that he can share that he's putting on a patch note without giving anything away that we want, right? Without giving away too much. This seems like a very cryptic thing to say. So, if they know this, it's fine. They won't even be able to put two and two together, right? So, he picked something innocent enough to share with us. And with Cobra, the fact that these are patch notes should not be a hint to patch notes. It really shouldn't be debated. What should be debated is what I'm going to say next. I think that polish of existing features or more depth and variety to NPCs could fall into this with more AI improvements to the fauna.
Pets.
Oh, yeah.
So, yep, I'm going to bring up the survey again.
Everybody wants their pet Diplo.
So let's take a look at the survey here real quick. Now, I've added a couple words here. So enhancements to underwater exploration, I put Abyss. VR support, I put Beyond. Larger multiplayer lobbies, I put Beyond. More depth and variety to NPCs. We've seen them walking in the gameplay, so I put Beyond. Okay, it has not been officially said to us yet. It's not a feature that they teased about. We just accidentally seen it at the state of play. Stranger, more varied planets, I put Visions. Replace orbs with full character models, I put Beyond. No Man's Sky Online. So that means more than 4 people can show up as avatars, right? The biggest thing to look at is polish of existing features. Okay, that could mean literally anything. I made a video a couple weeks ago about Sean Murray saying there's always 10% of things that people aren't expecting when they get the update. Like 10% of secrets, like, haha, you didn't know about this. Right? That we don't know until we get the patch notes. Like, they might say, here's what next is. Enjoy it. Here's the trailer for it. And then we're like, oh, this is cool. We could do this. Let's speculate on the trailer. Then we get the patch notes, and there's all this other stuff that wasn't even shown in the trailer. We're like, wow! Right? So that's the 10% that he's talking about. And I quoted him in the video. I played a clip where Sean Murray says, there's a lot of that and Beyond. So...
Yes.
We've got that 10% quote from him. Then we got polish of existing features on this roadmap, which they did call it a roadmap. After we got done taking a survey, they said, thank you for helping prioritize our roadmap on their blog. Yep. It's still posted, still public. Then we've got quality of life improvements, which I believe is something that is always added in every update. And then we've got more base building depth is the really only thing left that is considered a content update other than polish of existing features that has not been seen, talked about, shown, mentioned, announced, nothing. So, what was my point? Oh, so let's go back to the tweet. So,
Cobra, we're in.
So the recently fed creatures will never poop if they've been scared by a predator. Could fall into polish of existing features. It could also fall into more depth and variety in NPCs because the fauna it's a non-playable character. It's not a character role in a story, but it is a NPC. But it could also fall into the line of the polish of existing features, which would be the AI, which they did improve in Next. And I wouldn't see why they wouldn't, improve it even more. Got Devlin Pixie in the chat. Big shout out to you, Devlin. Says, yay, Caillou early for a change. Thank you so much for being here. So that is my breakdown on this tweet. I do think it's a little tease that we're getting close with a little snippet of a patch note. And I don't think, he knew we were going to dissect it. I mean, come on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I agree.
He trolls.
He does. We were talking about, in the pre-show on the other channel, we were talking about how much of a troll he is. You know, he was probably sitting there like, Sean, are you getting flashbacks of 2016 again? Sean, are you okay? Do I need to call your therapist? Sean! And he's probably sitting there like, you know what? I'm going to make a community event, and I'm going to make them all pick up poop!
And flash to the gif of Sean with the drawn-on sunglasses on.
Yeah, he's probably sitting there watching all of our streams in the community event, picking up all the poop from the fauna, and it's like, yeah, you do that. You pick up that poop.
I gotta be honest. Me and Cobra was talking about this earlier in the pre-show. I just imagine Sean sitting back watching the community and watching us tweet and talk and say, hey, give us something, give us component 3, give us the update, and then he tweets out poop. The fauna poop. Yeah. That'll keep them busy for months.
Yes, exactly. Oh, Dave Langer brings up a good point. Sean Murray's got that keynote that it's called Develop. So he's going to be there talking as well. He's going to be doing it. But I don't think that they're streaming that. So if anybody in our community lives anywhere near there, I know Phil Cartoons is going. So Phil, if you hear this, we need to get you in there with a hidden camera. Sorry, no, it doesn't even have to be a camera. Wear freaking just take one of those little recorders with you. Go in there and just record. Phil, you hear me, Phil? I don't think Phil's here. He's over there in the UK. He's across the pond. It's really late over there right now. But Phil, if you hear this message, I'm going to message Phil. I think he's going. I think Phil Cartoons is going to that event. But that's all I got on the tweet. What do you guys think?
I love it. I think only good things happen when Sean tweets, because when he comes out of the radio silence and does something fun like this, you know, I mean, out of all the things that he could have put up about Component 3 or a release date or something, he just tweets, you know, a snippet of the features or the patch notes. Recently fed creatures will never poop if they've been scared by a predator. He's having fun, guys. I mean, that's a good sign. That means, that means they've got this in the bag. They're just waiting on some timetable that they have set.
Things are going well.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Peaceful Gamer brings up a good point. It says recorder. Just get him in Discord so we can all hear it live. That's a good point.
Nice.
I'll just set if he doesn't want to record. I'm like, hey, I got a really important phone call that I have to talk to you about, but I won't have a lot to say, but I'll need to be on the phone call with you, and it happens to be the time you're going to be there, so I'm sorry if this is going to inconvenience you. You could just put your phone in the pocket, and when you're done, we could talk. What?
Don't mind me recording.
Yeah. All right, so other than this tweet, what I really want to talk about is things that you could do in the game, like, you know, things that we're maybe we haven't done in a while, maybe we've never done before, because there's so many different ways to play the game. I don't farm. I just don't. I'd rather visit Sword's farm. Because Sword farms, I don't do the whole farming. I goof around in No Man's Sky. I play and I run from dangerous animals and sentinels.
Get attacked by killer crabs.
Yes.
Angry beavers.
I almost said wrong show. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, I'm telling you guys, it is a hoot to play No Man's Sky with Cobra, because it doesn't matter how beautiful, how peaceful, how vanilla the planet is. Cobra will find a den of vicious critters to attack him on any. It can be a completely dead planet. You scan it and it says zero fauna, and something will pop up out the ground and attack him.
Yeah.
Stop!
Oh, thank you so much to the gentleman that just joined us over on Patreon.
Awesome.
Yeah, so super cool. Cobra TV and chill. I'm releasing a video on that. And I'm at Waldo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I found Waldo. He wants to come on the show. Because I told him.
Greg in the chat, guys.
Waldo?
Yeah, Walt. You know where's Waldo?
Uh-huh.
I found him.
Fictional.
No, he's real. Look,
real.
I'll show you. I will show you that Waldo's real. Then we'll get back to No Man's Sky, because you got. I'm gonna put it on the screen, the big screen. Jamie, can you pull that up? Let's see. Waldo, here he is. I seen him. I found him. I was recording the Patreon show called Drivecast. When I seen him, and I freaked out when I was talking to you guys, I said, "Oh my God!" And I drove over to him, and it's all recorded on the Drivecast. And I'm like, "Are you Waldo?" And he says, I felt bad asking that question. Like, what if this guy was like, I don't know, like crazy or weird or something? Or, you know, like, but he had this weird cane in a purse. And so I said, are you Waldo? And he goes, yes, I am. You found me. And then he handed me a card that literally says, you found me. Bag it, tag it, Waldo. And it's got his Instagram and stuff like that on there. And I said, he asked me what No Man's Sky was over on Facebook because he checked me out, right? And I'm like, well, it's a space game. It's really big. I said, you know what? Come to think of it, it'd be a great game for Waldo because people wouldn't be able to find him so easily.
Very true.
Because people would be like, so where's Waldo? You know, where in Euclid is Waldo?
Trillion planets to hide in.
Yeah, so I'm trying to get him interested in trying to play No Man's Sky because it would be a great gimmick for Waldo. But anyways, I'm going to be posting that video on Patreon tomorrow. So that'll be on Patreon. It's kind of funny. It's really funny. I sit there and I laugh so hard because I found Waldo. It's just the strangest thing.
And I could just imagine Cobra driving around a parking lot and you hear the Revenge of the Survivor music playing in the background when he rolls up on Waldo.
Zerva says, no kid, get out. No, I'm William. No, this dude is really Waldo. No Man's Waldo. Yeah. So maybe you got his information there, right? IG Waldo Lowski, Facebook Waldo Lowski at Where's Waldo. Go check him out and tell him to play No Man's Sky. Tell him Cobra told you to Cobra said for you to play No Man's Sky. Let's see if we can get him in the game. He said he wants to come on the show, so I would like to get him on the show, talk to him for a little bit, and see if we can convince him to have a Where's Waldo Let's Play, and see if people can find him. It'd be great.
Jeff Sliv says in the chat, going to need some new options on the appearance modifier.
Yeah. Yeah, most definitely. So let's talk about something that we could do in the game. And that's going to, let me see if I can, oops, wrong button. Okay, sorry. I want to see if I can get the link in the chat.
I said wrong button on one of my streams, and somebody, I can't remember who in my chat goes, I hear Cobra, and I'm like, what? Where?
What's going on, Reagan?
So, Sword, you use the coordinate exchange
all
a lot.
The time.
Right. So,
Yes.
Go ahead and tell us what the coordinate exchange is and how people can benefit from it.
All right, guys. The No Man's Sky Coordinate Exchange is a Reddit channel, a Reddit page that you can go to, and it is very, very useful. The guys over there, man, I'm hoping we can get them on one of the subcasts and do an interview with them. But basically, I run across this through a recommendation through a couple other players like Funny Imps and John Hall, and yeah, I'm dropping names, but yeah, they actually post up discoveries. You know, when you find a really, really cool ship, you know, taking pictures of it, getting a booster code or a portal address to share with your friends or share on this coordinates exchange of the location, so other travelers can come to that system and hunt that ship. But you know, the Reddit coordinates exchange is a great tool for those of us that like looking for stuff. I know, Cobra, if you want to do a little example of it while you got it up on your main screen, what you do is you go up in this search bar where it says search, and when I say search, be kind of vague on what you want. If you get in too much detail, it won't show up as in depth of a search. But I think we done a little test on it. If you want to type in alpha vector,
did it.
Cool. Yeah, I'm watching 30 seconds behind, but yeah, it pulls up. I think we have 12, 13 alpha vectors that have been located and posted. I mean, I know how many. I can't remember how many times in passing I've talked to other people through the Discord or in the stream or in the chats where they've came up and said, you know what, I'd love to have an alpha vector like the
The one from
pre-order
the trailers.
ship.
Yeah,
and their trailers. And there you go, guys. Boom, alpha vectors everywhere. There you go. JC Hysteria is fine. Me and Cobra was looking at that before the show. Yeah, I think he's gonna have to go hunt that one.
I'm going to, yeah. But I haven't decided if I want the traditional red one or this beautiful white one.
That white one's sick, man. I'm very partial to the white ships.
Me too. But for nostalgia,
yeah, I agree.
I think I'm going to go for the red one.
Find you a beautiful green lush planet to park it on and stand on the... Yeah, man.
Yeah, so there you go. So, okay, explain the process for people. So you get the portal glyphs. It also has coordinates and stuff like that on there, too. You get the portal glyphs. So there's a process to this, and I watch you do it all the time. So why don't you explain the process after you go through the portal?
Well, basically, a lot of people have different ways of hunting spaceships. Me personally, depending on what the ship is, what platform you're playing on, and how often you'll see it. With me, currently being on the PC, I have the reload times are a little bit faster. So reloading at a trade post is usually the way I do it, because you can get a faster reload and you can scan the ships as they spawn in. First
off, tell them why you're reloading.
To get an S-class.
Right. So if you don't see an S-class, you waited a couple minutes, you reload your save.
Mm-hmm.
And then one normally pops up.
What it does is when you reload your save, it kicks over to the next random generation of the starships. And I don't know how randomized it is or how often of a chance you have to find it. I think you're looking at around a 2% chance of it kicking out an S-class on a reload in a wealthy system. So basically, you see right here on this, when you see right here on, one of them you posted up, I think it was the white one, may have said a wealthy in the system race. Basically, Viking systems, there's a spawn pool of I think 28 ships, and in Viking systems it's going to be heavier spawns of fighters, and then in Korvax it's going to be heavier spawns of explorers, and in Gex systems it's going to be heavier spawns of freight or of haulers. And basically what you want to do is trick the game into when you reload, tricking the game or kicking over the RNG to where it spawns the S-class ship in the style that you're looking for. And the S-classes will always be the max slots of that variant of the ship. So any S-class ship you see, whether it be a shuttle, a fighter, an explorer, or whatnot, there's 3 tiers of them. You have a tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3 in I think all ships except for the exotics, because the exotics only have either from 15 to 20, and from 3 or 4 to 6 tech slots.
Right. So Mary's asking what the alpha vector is. I went away from the chat for a second because I'm
nice.
not. So I don't know if people answered or not.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
I thought maybe it was like a sci-fi movie reference I didn't know, which would be odd. But they're telling me it's from the E3 trailer.
Oh yeah.
No. Actually, if you got the PS4 version of No Man's Sky and you look at the box art on the cover, it's the ship on the cover of the game, is it not?
I don't have that anymore.
What?
It's also the one of the first ships we ever seen in the trailers.
Yep.
Yeah, Husby's condensed it all down to as little possible.
Nice.
Am I doing something wrong? I thought. Oh, hang on.
Oh yeah.
Is everyone aware of how to have ships the ships you want spawn in a space station?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, basically, Zane and Yochin brought up a good point. Zane was mentioned there in the chat, and he's actually done a video explaining this. In the long runway wealthy systems, you can actually manipulate which ship comes into the space station but basically when you reload your save, look 90 degrees to the left or right, and basically what happens is your view cone is extended out if you're facing forward to where ships will begin to spawn in the long runway space stations. But if you look to the left or to the right, then the ships won't spawn. and they come in, I believe, on 4-second intervals, and basically you hold back in the timing on the intervals to where that ship spawns. And once you get the correct timing down, say it may be 14 seconds, may be 18 seconds, you just keep testing and tuning until you get the right number of time to pass before you look to the forward of the station or to the out the entrance of the station, where it lets the ships begin to spawn. Once you get your timing right, basically all you do every time you reload is look to the left until that time runs, and then turn forward, and that ship will be the one to spawn and come into the station. So you can actually, they figured out a way to manipulate which ship comes in on the first wave.
Right. So I was trying to find some of the old trailers are so hard to find now because they are buried by all the amazing new trailers that we've gotten over the years. But yeah, it's something it's fun to do, to go out and ship hunt, which is something that that Sword loves to do.
Oh yeah, favorite pastime.
Yeah. Yeah, but there's the Alpha Vector and the trailer from 2014. And yeah, it's in the game. It's in the game, and I'm going to get one tomorrow.
I mean, I have a running joke on, or a running, I guess you would call it a meme in my stream is, you got your S classes and then you got your sword classes, because I kick it up just a little bit more of a notch when like me and guys like John Hall, me and him really have a lot of banter together as far as like just trash talking one another about who has the best version of that ship. Because not only does the S class be in the top tier in the class range, but there's also your bonuses and your stats and your ship layout, to where you can maximize or min-max the distance, warp distance, the damage, the shield strength and whatnot of each ship that you are hunting. And Funny Imps had discovered a really, really cool gray explorer in the UAS system that comes in on the first wave, and I think me and John Hall spent weeks looking for this ship in a perfect setup, with a 64% hyperdrive and a layout to where all your technology could connect.
Right. Sorry, I'm being interrupted by one of my kids.
Uh-oh. No problem, brother. No problem.
Ruh-roh.
Funny Imps, the Ship Hunters Unite.
Okay.
I know, buddy.
All right. Okay, so I was taken away there for a quick second. What Sword said was right. What he said was completely right.
There you go. I'm glad he wasn't listening, because I was talking some bad junk about you, Cobra. I'm telling you, brother, you gotta be careful. No,
rewind that tape and hear it again, boy.
Oh yeah. I mean, but as you can see on the graphic that of this Alpha Vector that Cobra's got up on screen now, or that I'm seeing now, it's basically got a 16-digit booster signal code, and then below it has the portal address.
Right.
Basically, there's several tools I use in my ship hunting. One is the Galactic Calculator. Zane has put up probably one of the most user-friendly ones that I've used. There's also one that Peifu used called the Pilgrim Star Path.
Right.
Where basically you punch in those 16 alphanumeric digits into that Galactic Calculator, and it will spit out that portal address for you to go dial and find that system. And I am far not educated enough to explain the maths that goes behind that calculation, but they're great tools, and they're tools I use daily in my gameplay, because a lot of times you'll see some really awesome posts put up, and they'll take a snapshot or a screenshot of the booster code in that system instead of going and it makes it a lot easier for people to share the discovery when they just put the booster signal code up instead of going out and
right.
calculating it.
And that's how J-Spot J got there. J-Spot J has arrived in Coda in permadeath.
Yes.
Oh yeah, awesome job, dude.
Just by looking through the galaxy map with a little help at the end from Cola, because the Pilgrim Star Path
right
could not tell the difference between where he was and where Coda was.
Right. So yeah, J-Spot J did it the old-fashioned way. He could have probably Hoovered over with somebody, but he didn't. And I 07 to J-Spot J in the chat, guys. He
That's
made it.
right.
And I know how it feels. I know how he must have felt today, because when I did the long journey to get to the Galactic Hub a long time ago, the video's still on the YouTube channel where I screamed like a little schoolgirl because I not only did I find the Galactic Hub, but I found the needle in the haystack, the actual capital planet called Lenin.
Nice.
Out of the entire region, I found that one planet, and it's like the best feeling in the world when you make that kind of journey. It's like you were really out there in space traveling for all those weeks, and you finally get there, and it was such an amazing feeling. So I gotta know, I know exactly what you're going through, J-Spot J.
Oh, I know he got, and I would watch him, and I was trying to help at one point, and watching Cola try and help him because I watch Cola in the mornings, and I know he was getting frustrated. I'm like, I'm amazed. Props, respect, man, dude.
Yeah, there he's
I
in the
don't
chat
think
saying
I
he was
could
about
do
to get
that.
emotional. Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
man.
and it's like, and all I did was show him what regions were around the Sea of Tawaiti, so that he knew what if he was getting close. That's all I did.
That's really cool.
yeah.
And what an epic feat in permadeath. I mean, you know, so many things that can go wrong in a permadeath save.
I know.
Oh yeah.
Look, J-Spot J, I gotta hand it to you, buddy. I wouldn't be able to do it. I'm gonna be honest with you. You seen my Revenge of the Survivor, right? I wouldn't be able to do it, buddy. So yeah, 07, buddy, 07. We're gonna go ahead and start taking callers, and we're if you got questions about the No Man's Sky coordinate exchange, definitely come on. If you want to talk about speculation, if you want to talk about what you're doing in No Man's Sky right now, what am I doing in No Man's Sky? Me and Martin Boyd. Well, I'm pretty much going out and getting him the resources and stuff, but he's building me the Castle Grayskull from He-Man.
I know, man. I know.
Really?
Yes, and it's big. Look, we found like these two big flat mountains side by side, and it's going to look exactly like Castle Grayskull when he's done.
Oh, it's gonna be epic.
You know what
Oh,
Castle Grayskull is,
yeah.
Mary?
Yeah.
You know He-Man?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I
used
love you.
I used to have
Because He-Man's amazing.
By the power
Nice.
of Grayskull.
I used to
Yeah.
have Castle Grayskull and all the characters.
Yeah, me too, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to have all the
I'll be
toys,
impressed.
the castle, and watched every cartoon on rerun. Oh, that's super awesome, super awesome.
And
I had two
great.
brothers who played it, and because I'm, have no sisters, I played with my brothers.
Yeah,
Oh my.
that's
And
freaking
guys,
awesome. Yeah.
Great job there, guys, on the 39 likes so far in the stream, guys. You are awesome.
Oh,
awesome,
thank you so much,
guys.
Cobros.
Heck yeah.
Guys, we're going to go ahead and take callers now. So if you want to join the show, get to the Discord link down below and join the Discord, and then go into the room called Atlas 102.5 FM, which is on the left. And I will, as soon as I notice you in there, I'll drag you on into the show. But let's
Keep
go
it
ahead
discreet.
and start taking some callers here in a second. Let's see. Playing a little intro. All right, let's go. Discord. Oh, it's over on the other monitor.
Oh, no. Oh, we got him distracted, guys. He's got two monitors to keep up with now. He had a rough time on the one monitor, but now he's got two.
Yeah, because I keep forgetting, because it shows up over here. Like, it's got the tab on the bottom, on the tray. But it's not on the tray. It's over on the other screen, even if I click it. All right, so let's get Vargul in here.
He's been waiting.
Yeah.
What's up, Vargul?
You guys want to join the
Hey.
show, please come on the show and let us know what you think, what's on your mind. Everybody gets on. I don't care if 100 of you line up. Vargul, what's up, buddy?
Not much. What's going on, man?
Not much, buddy. Not much. Just
Hey,
I'm excited
I
that I'm
wanna-
getting Grayskull built.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I
man.
saw that. I saw a post on Twitter that was badass.
Yeah.
That's going to be amazing. I can't wait to see screenshots of it, man. It'll be cool.
Oh, it looks awesome. It's so big. Like, I didn't realize it was going to be so big. This thing is huge. Like, I look like a little ant when you go into photo mode and zoom out. It's big.
Yeah. That's cool. That is super cool.
What's on your
Hey, I
mind?
was gonna tell you, dude. I got a chance to try out VR a couple weekends ago.
Oh, what'd you think? What'd you think?
So I put it on, and for the first time, and I played Star Child.
That's such a good game to play.
Yeah. And when I put it on, I was like, what?
Doesn't it? When you, it's like. My first thought was I never thought I would see images like this, not even in real life.
You're right. I know I understand now why you say it's hard to put into words.
Yes.
Because it really truly is something that you have to experience.
Exactly.
There's nothing. There's no way to describe it. It's like you're there, even though you're not.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can lean into the camera, and when you do, you can look around corners and walls, and you can see stuff that's there that you wouldn't have been able to see from your current position.
Mm-hmm.
And like, oh man, I was dumbfounded, dude. I was just astonished. It was truly amazing.
I kept repeating to myself, how did they do this? Like, how is this even possible? It's like I just put my head into this weird alternate dimension.
Yeah.
And I'm witnessing like the spiders and stuff that are crawling around you.
Right.
They look real.
Yeah, and that big crab-looking like creature off in the distance that's kind of stalking you throughout your. I didn't get to play the whole thing. I only played the demo. It was the demo disc. A friend of mine that bought the bundle, he actually earned enough points through the company that he works with that he was able to purchase a PlayStation 4. So he reached out to me and said, "What do you think about VR?" I was like, "I've never played it, so I can't really tell you, but I will tell you this. I'm buying one this summer because No Man's Sky is going to go VR." And I told him, if you're getting a PlayStation 4, and I know you like Skyrim and stuff, do yourself a favor and buy yourself a copy of No Man's Sky, because it is just amazing, and you're going to love it with VR.
Yeah, all the people in the media that played it, and some of these people work for organizations that were very critical of No Man's Sky, and they all say that No Man's Sky is the best fit for VR.
Oh, I can see why now, dude.
Yeah,
I can totally understand why, because so like he had what the bundle he bought with Beat Saber, and he bought with Borderlands 2, and Borderlands 2 was cool. It was okay, but it was a little hinky, and some of the mechanics were taken away from it. Like, you couldn't sprint and you couldn't jump, and you could use the controller to move, but if you wanted to jump to a different location, you had to click move. You know what I mean? And it would just kind of teleport you there. And when I got done playing that, of course I had a little bit of a headache when I got to experience it. But I did have a tinge of nausea, because it was weird trying to adjust without the headset on.
Yeah.
But No Man's Sky is more of a slower paced game. And VR is going to give you an opportunity to really take in your surroundings, and just kind of, I don't know. It's hard to explain, man.
No,
but
I know. Yeah, I keep thinking like my last Revenge of the Survivor, where everything on the planet was attacking me. I keep thinking to myself, oh my gosh, what's it going to be like when I've got a VR headset on? And I can literally turn my head back to see if this thing's still chasing me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gosh.
Or sitting in your cockpit and being in the middle of a space battle and looking over your shoulder, and there's another ship that's right on your rear end,
Yeah.
firing down on you.
how therapeutic would it be if you landed on a planet that's raining and you just sit in your cockpit, you're in a nice comfortable chair as well, and you just lean back, look up through the window and watch the rain hit the glass, and you just sit there and just relax to the music and to the sound of the rain.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if I did myself much of a favor, because after I got a chance to play that, I was telling the wife, I was like, babe, I was like, this is going to save us so much money because I don't have to take a vacation ever again. I can
Nice.
I'm going to use that one. Thank you.
Plus, you probably won't be buying too many more games.
What was I said something the other night on the stream, was like, you know, it's investment in your mental well-being with all this new toys. Yeah, Mrs. Sword didn't fall for that. Sorry, guys.
But
Yeah,
it was very, very surreal, dude. It was very cool. I'm glad I had a chance to demo it, because if I wasn't sold before, I am definitely sold now.
Yeah. And it's hard. Like, now you have the knowledge. So now when you're trying to talk to somebody else, you're going to be fumbling with your words. And the only thing that you're going to be able to really say is, I don't know how to tell you about it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, John Hall brings up a good question there in the chat. He says, do you think the VR Nautilon view will allow you to look through all of the glass or all of the windows?
My God, it's going to be so cool being in that in VR in that cockpit.
Underwater, yeah.
Can you imagine going through the countryside in the Colossus?
Oh, wow. Oh,
Or the jumps in the Nomad?
Do you know what
God.
I'm a little bit afraid of? I'm a little bit afraid of using the move controllers to pilot my ship.
Yeah.
Oh, no kidding?
Yeah, and here's why. It because my arms are not going to be locked on something stationary and solid. So they're going to be like, my arms are going to be all over the place, and it's not going to feel like I'm really holding joysticks, because one minute I might have them super close together, next minute they're out wider. It's just, I don't know if that's going to break the immersion for me, just because they're not, it's not solid on a controller. You know what I mean? I'm probably not explaining this right. But imagine they weren't move controllers and they were just like these levers that are stringy, and they're just being strung all over the place because you're not keeping your hands at the same distance apart from each other on a solid thing that's moving.
Yeah, no, I get it.
It's hard to explain.
There's definitely going to be a learning curve, I think, to the control features of the game. But even when my friend brought it over, because he had only had it for a day, you know, and I was asking questions because we were sitting here hooking up in my living room, and he was all, and I asked him, I said, you know, what it's like, what is it like playing? And he's like, it's a little, you feel a little discombobulated. Your equilibrium is not quite right? And he said, when you put it on, he goes, you'll notice my legs just lock when I'm standing, because it feels weird, like I don't have my balance, you know?
Yeah.
So.
Oh, that Boondock Games just said something really, really interesting and such common sense. Like, it says, use the armrest on your computer chair.
Yeah.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah.
Or your recliner.
Or the recliner, or the sofa, or maybe get one of those, you know, those old TV dinner trays that you would sit on your lap so you could watch a soap opera during lunchtime. You remember those? They used to have like flower prints.
Y'all guys are thinking that like the Lazy Boy VR. I'm thinking Ready Player One. Get the full 360 directional treadmill. Yeah. You know, I mean, we've been sitting there talking about this VR stuff. You know, you're listening to you guys go on about the VR stuff, and here I am thinking, I just watched that movie about a month ago, and I'm sitting here thinking, you know, I imagine Sean Murray being that old kooky guy in the movie that created the Oasis. You know, this is the first steps leading into the Oasis, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. All right, let's see if we can get another caller on here. We've got...
I tell you, Cobra, we do have LaReagan. I don't think he spoke up yet in the subcast voice.
Oh, LaReagan. What's up, buddy? Lorigan.
Hello, mate.
Yeah, we can hear you. Good.
Wait.
How are you?
There's
Huh?
you, Yoshi. What's up, buddy?
Wait, who's
Not much.
talking?
It's Yoshi.
Oh no, I was saying hi to the guy who just joined us. I can hear him.
Oh, you can hear him.
Oh, I can hear.
Yeah.
Wow, I can't hear him.
Oh. Like he just spoke now. He said, "Oh, really? You guys can't hear me?"
Hang on, Lorigan. I'm gonna kick you out and bring you back in. So let's see. Lorigan. I still can't hear him.
I can't hear him either.
He said, "Yeah, can you hear me now?" I hear him clearly.
Yeah, I can hear him. It's a little faint.
I can't hear him.
But
He's
I
like
can hear him.
it's like reverse Sixth Sense, guys.
It's like, yeah, you guys are psychic because he's not
We
talking.
can't hear people.
I don't know. I can't hear him. I don't think anybody out in YouTube land can either.
I'm gonna jump over to Atlas and back and see if I can. I can hear him now.
All right, hang on. Let me do the same thing.
Hello.
Hey, Lorigan, what's going on, buddy?
Yeah, you guys can hear me now?
Oh,
Yeah,
I
I
got
can
you. I got you. What's
Yeah.
up? I can hear you. What's going on, buddy? What's on your mind?
Did that work?
Yeah.
I'm just...
Yes.
What, can everybody hear me or not?
Yes.
You're super really low though. You're really low.
Really low.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Ask the Corvettes for guidance.
Alright. How
What's
about
up,
now?
pal?
No?
How you doing?
I'm doing fine. I'm doing really, really good. Just playing some No Man's Sky and just, yeah, listening to all the VR talk. So, yeah, it's amazing. I'm just so looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too, man. We had Vargo come on and get us all excited about VR all over again.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Triggered.
Yeah.
I just played. I think it's called Ace Combat 7. It's like a.
Ooh,
Nice
game.
It's played that in VR and really
man.
I got so nauseated just flying around. But it's amazing. Like I can't wait because you can just look, outside your cockpit. You look to the left, you look to the right, above you. If you're fighting, and it's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No Man's Sky is just going to be exactly the same, except you can just walk out and explore as well.
Gonna be awesome, man. So what you been doing in No Man's Sky, Lorigan?
Well, I've pretty much found a new planet and just settling them. I keep starting again. That's my problem. I just love that experience of just starting again.
I do too.
But, I finally went to the Coda hub but to have a peek through the portal. Yeah, so I think I'm just gonna have just a link, have my portal always linked up to the Coda.
Nice.
Did you did you go through normal mode?
Yeah, normal mode.
Did you see all those bases everywhere?
Yeah, there's a lot of bases. I didn't know where to go. It's just,
there's a whole civilization over there, people, man. Like, and it happened so fast. Like everybody just moved in so quick. It's like, wow, I've got to go get to know a lot of these neighbors.
Dude, I'll
You're talking about
tell
PS4?
I'll tell you what, Cobra. As soon as you invited me over, you let me hitchhike a ride over here.
Yeah.
I set down a base, and I've played this game for a couple years solo, with nobody to play. And as soon as I hopped in over here, I've had more friend requests than I can ever imagine, dude.
Oh man, yeah.
And it's just awesome because that's what I wanted. I wanted to be able to play with other members in our community.
Yeah.
I think it's just the coolest thing.
Great community. Now Cobra hoovered me over on PS4 the other day, and I'm like, okay, which planet is your base on? He told me, and I'm like, I don't see it. He said, no, that one. And I'm like, I don't see it. He said, no, that one. And I looked, and I'm like, I don't see it. And he said, no, it's the planet beside the other planet. I'm like, dude, I'm not seeing it. He's like, you see all the bases? I said, yeah, I see all the bases. He goes, that's the planet.
Yeah.
Base computers.
Yeah.
You can't even see the planet for the base computers, guys.
And
Oh
you know
my
what? The
gosh.
game's not crashing for me. Like, it's not running slow. It's not crashing for me. There was a couple issues a couple days ago, but I think that was had something to do with people trying to enter the lobby. It was a multiplayer issue, but it hasn't happened since. And there's so many bases here, and it's not really bogging down yet. So now's a good time to get in there.
So check this out. When you sent me a friend invite that day when I landed, I went ahead and set a base terminal down. And I kind of gave everybody a fairly wide berth, you know, as far as, because I didn't want to encroach on anybody else's settlement, you know what I mean? So I did that. And for probably about a week straight, I just focused on base building. And tonight, when I got on, I'm on the game right now, I had to destroy my base completely through the base.
Oh, did you end up doing it, Virgo? Awesome.
Yeah, I did. I finally got, well, because apparently, and I thought it was my game, but it happened to another player that's on my friends list. When you would enter my settlement, I had built so large that it was crashing the game.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
So I'm out. I probably spent about, I don't know, 5 to 10 million units on resources just building. So I'm out that much money.
And just a little PSA for all you guys in the Coda Hub: if you're going to build big base, like something, you know, really big or large, huge, I'd recommend like doing it in neighboring systems for people to come across organically and discover, because
So that's the one of the things I was getting ready to bring up. We have to spread out in the region. All right.
Yep.
So now that we've moved in, it's time to, I was going over something with somebody, and I'm going to go ahead and read some of the ideas. I'm going to be making a video doing a lot of like recruiting for certain positions in the Call of the Atlas. And so something that one of the roles that we could play as, or somebody that can be in the Call of the Atlas in the hub, is system taggers. Somebody that goes out and tags the systems in our region with the COTA tag, COTA, and then put the whatever you want to name it. You can name it whatever you want, but put COTA in front of it so that way you're tagging it as the Cult of the Atlas. Try and stay within our region and do this to our region first. And then there is, let's see, system taggers. There's also one called Discovery. So this one is pretty cool. It's people that scan and discover fauna and post their findings to the Cult of the Atlas hub on the Facebook page, which I'll put that in the chat too. If you guys want to join the Facebook page there. We don't have a Reddit just yet. Maybe we should. Maybe I should look into that, but I tend to stay away from Reddit sometimes. But Discovery, that's another role. Farmers is another role. So we're going to need to build a lot, and farmers and resource gatherers. So when No Man's Sky Beyond drops, I think there's going to be a lot of new building stuff. I think a lot of things for building is going to change. And so we're going to need people that can build these farms to get us resources that we need for building, and resource gatherers, someone who can build a base and store just tons of stuff that we would need as a community to build hubs. And then there's something cool called the AIA, the Atlas Intelligence Agency, which is an agency that goes into other hubs and takes pictures. Just to see what's going on, right? And it's not just for that, right? Not for war.
A spy formerly known as Snake?
Not for war. Not for war. Not to start any drama. But to kind of see what everybody else is doing, right? You know, let's go take some pictures, be like espionage, you know, take some pictures and report back at the... And it's not just that either. We might have some other needs for the AIA. So if you would like to be a part of the AIA... we will have those roles in the Cult of the Atlas on the Facebook page, and I'm going to try and get everybody, we're going to see if we can title everybody with what they want to be and pin it at the top.
Oh, man. I'll sign up for that.
Good.
Yeah.
I think that's totally badass. That is so immersive.
Right.
Yeah.
And so there's going to be a lot more that I'm going to be adding on to that. There's also going to be a military. We're going to have a military. So we're going to have
work
that
in conjunction with the AIA.
Exactly. So the military is going to you're going to have to try your hardest to get your ships, maxed out so that they're really good fighters. Whether it be, and it doesn't matter the class, just get it maxed out, get your exosuit maxed out, and get your multi-tool maxed out. Just get ready for battle, because we don't know what No Man's Sky Online's going to bring. And if you want to be a part of the military, there is definitely that role as well. But I'm going to be adding a crap ton of stuff that we can add to what our role is and in the Cult of the Atlas.
Zane says
Do I hear something about military?
There he is.
I was going to speak up, dude.
Zane says the UAS has gone to DEFCON 2.
I mentioned military and Dead Hands comes on the call here.
Oh yeah. Now I will say would be a really, really cool project for the Coda Hub guys is for our military. If you guys in the Cobra TV Discord screenshots channel, guys, post up locations of discovered fighters in the Coda Hub. Like if you find a tier 3 fighter in the Cobra Hub or the Coda Hub that looks appealing, or you think looks really snazzy, post it up in the screenshots with the location, guys, so we can look at and look and see about getting our military outfitted with the uniform ships.
Right. And I am, until somebody can beat him, I'm sorry, I'm putting Snow in charge of the military.
Yep.
Until somebody
Do
can
I
beat
hear
him.
a challenge?
Nope. Yeah, no one's beat him. No, nobody can beat the kid. He's very knowledgeable.
It's just like a Klingon. They do
All
it
right,
like a
so-
Klingon. You have to take.
Hey, Peaceful Gamer, can you take care of that Lisa?
I don't see Peaceful Gamer in.
Thank you, buddy.
So, hey, Cobra,
Thanks, PG.
Sword brought up that Sword, you're brilliant, buddy. He brought up a really good idea with ship outfitting, right? We go and hunt ship. That's why we need some sort of ship customization, not necessarily tech-wise, but decals and paint jobs and stuff like that. That way we have like guild colors, for our would be just so epic, dude.
Yeah.
Well,
definitely.
I got mixed feelings about ship customization, and anybody that's talked to me about it knows. And basically, Cobra's got the No Man's Sky coordinate exchange up on screen, and basically, this is my my take on customization of ships, guys. Is that will be all well and good and great for the update, and what happens is generally, and it comes in waves and portions, you'll have an update and it draws a lot of new players into the game and a lot of old players that has put the game to the side to play other games back into the game. But basically after that surge and that time has passed, then you have the regular players that that are playing the game daily, that they're just big fans of the game, that they have daily stuff or weekly stuff or stuff they do when they play the game, such as ship hunting.
Right.
And this No Man's Sky Galactic Coordinates Exchange, or the Reddit Galactic Coordinate Exchange, is full of guys that search for new and cool and awesome ships daily. And I think that would hurt or negate some of the work that these guys do hunting ships on the daily.
I don't think so.
daily
You can
grind
mix.
that keeps-
We can mix those two together.
Yeah. So so Sword, when you go ship hunting, what is it that you're looking for when you're ship hunting? Like what features about that ship are you looking for?
Well, mostly when I ship hunt, I'm looking for other people's discoveries. Like basically, I'll go on to the Galactic Coordinates Exchange and say, say I want a white and blue holler, which I've had, the one I was in last night or one I was in on Wednesday night stream. Somebody mentioned, that's a cool looking holler, and I showed them how to find it with the Coordinates Exchange. But basically, I wanted a certain color, a certain style of holler. I pulled that up, seen that somebody had found a really, really cool looking one. So I traveled to that system and I stayed there and waited until I got a really, really nice looking S-Class holler.
Okay. So why would decals and paint jobs change that?
Because I can find a ball hauler about any system, any
Right.
deck system, and
But-
if you could color it any color that you wanted,
But you
pretty
might
much.
not find that hauler with the same specs or inventory or tech design, like the shape of the ship, right?
Well, basically, the 48 slot hauler, they're all cookie cutter. I mean, 48 slot, max slot, there's no variation in the slot. And the tech slot's 8, you usually got one elbow, and then the other 7 slots are in one row or another.
Right, but then you're looking at the design of the ship too, where some have the big bulbous containers, some have the big massive rectangular containers, some have the TIE fighter looking wings attached to it, some have the bird of prey kind of neck look to it, and so you have all these different designs. So I think ship hunting will still remain valuable to some extent, because you're going to look for that special kind of ship, right? That is to your liking. But if you don't like it sky blue and white, you might want to tint it with like dark blue and white.
Oh, I mean, and don't get me wrong, each point has valid or validity to it. I'm not saying my opinion is the only opinion, or like I said, it's my opinion on it.
Sure.
And I'll be honest with you, I couldn't count on both hands how many times I've found my perfect ship, and somebody discovered a different color of my perfect ship, and I just went and hunted that color ship. I mean, it was the exact same ship, just a different color.
Right.
What I think would be cool is if there was like base models that you can customize. So Sword might go out and hunt a base model that you can only do certain things to, so he might have the only ship with that look. So you could still add customization and have these rare base models that only certain people will still have, and still have to hunt those. What do you think about that, Sword?
Yeah, I mean, trust me, guys. I mean, there's so many options, so many things that can be added to the ship hunting or to the ships. I'll be honest with you guys. I would love to see 3 tiers of squid, or I mean, not squid, but exotics. I'd love for them to add like a medium and a large style exotic, and make them like extremely expensive.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
It'd be so cool to have to trade your ships, have a shipyard, and people can buy and sell.
Yeah. Sell your fully maxed out ship, with a player economy, set your rates, because I know a lot of people get kind of competitive with their light year ranges. One of us will do a 2,800 light year range explorer, and then somebody will come up like a week later. Well, I got 2,850. I mean, it's like muscle cars or something. We take them to the shows and we show them off and stuff. But yeah,
So we were talking like on the last subcast about like the Quicksilver potentially being part of the new currency. Potentially, I say that because we don't really know. But I'm sitting here listening to you guys talk about ship hunting and customization and so on and so forth. And for the people who really love ship hunting, what a cool feature it would be if, with our base builds, if we could build hangars, right? Where just like our freighter, we can go out and we can either buy or salvage crashed ships and bring them back to our hangar, just like you would if you were going to have them stored in your freighter, and fix them up or tweak them and then sell them to other players for the Quicksilver. It would be just bitching.
Can I say something?
You sure can. You can interrupt all of us. You're a woman.
I'm trying to be polite here. Okay. I look at it, and I was talking about this on a stream the other day. I'm looking at it from the point that I think the Exocrafts was a test for customizing ships. I think it'll be closer to that.
You know what? You bring up a good point, Mary. and I think we mentioned this a long time ago. The exocrafts, when you add tech to the exocrafts, you change the look of it.
Mm-hmm.
The ships,
Slightly, but yes.
you could add tech to the ships, and it won't change the look of it whatsoever.
Point.
Well, and to be honest with you, though, Mary brings up a really, really good point with the customization on the exocrafts. I would be pretty cool. I'd be pretty fine with the way the exocrafts are. There's only certain panels that can be changed colors. If say the ship is the base color of the ship is white or orange or yellow or whatnot, but then it has accessories or panels that you can alter the color
Or decals.
Or decal. There you go. Yeah.
Because you can do that with the exocraft. You can put decals on them.
Right. Let's go ahead and get some more colors on here. We've got some people waiting, and I kind of haven't pulled anybody in a while. Let's get Leo Crash 54. What's going on, buddy? Uh-oh. All right, go ahead, Leo. I turned you up.
You've also got an echo on.
I think Leo's got his stream up.
Go ahead, Leo.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, it's just a good opportunity I can talk to you guys for the finally to talk, because you know the loud mic that we talked about that day, everything calmed down right now, so everything's fine.
Awesome.
Wait, everything's fine? What happened?
It's just the talk so loud that day that we talked about that day. They were talking to me. They're saying, hey, the mic loud that you talked about it. So everything's calmed down for now. There was a little party over here where I am.
Oh, a party. Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
What's on your mind, Leo?
No, just wondering if you have anything news about No Man's Sky and stuff like that. Var told me that the story and everything. So I'm just speculating that it should be on the same thing that Var told me. The speculation that is the same thing about the update for No Man's Sky is coming to mid-July. Is that correct?
Well, we don't know.
We don't. Yeah, that was just my. I think it's going to be mid to late July, but there's people that are speculating like the first week of August. And then there's some people that are speculating the last week of August, maybe as early as September. Gosh, I hope not.
Yeah, my speculation is August, just because it's close to the release, and I think that Sean Murray is kind of downplaying this update by saying this is 3 small updates in one. I think this is going to be as big, if not bigger, than next.
Oh, I always thought it was going to be bigger than next, buddy. I really.
Well, you got to remember too. I'm on vacation in the end of July, and I'm 2 for 2 on the last 2 updates for vacations and updates.
Ooh, there you go.
Right.
I was on vacation.
Sword is the living No Man's Sky meteorologist. Update meteorologist.
Sean just dares me to go out of town. He's like, "Yeah, go ahead and take the family out to the beach or somewhere." Yeah.
Oh god.
Sorry, kids. Vacation's canceled. We gotta go back to play No Man's Sky.
Hey, Cobra.
Yeah.
So you were talking a little bit about potential player roles. Like people who wanted to volunteer for certain positions within the hub, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, and just so you know, I tried to apologize a little bit on Twitter because you had that question about the YouTube video that you're going to be posting, and I think I left you like 6 paragraphs.
I know. No, look. I said, okay. Let me explain that a little bit. I tweeted out, hey, give me your responses about what you would like out of a No Man's Sky update. Do you consider No Man's Sky done? And if not, what would it take for No Man's Sky to be done for you? Right? And I said, I will read your responses on the video. So I started getting a lot of responses, and I'm like, uh-oh, that's a lot of reading. And then I had to take my daughter to the hospital yesterday. She's fine now. But I had to take her to the ER, and I'm in the ER, and I checked that tweet, and it's got like over 80 responses. And I'm like, how am I supposed to read all of that? I didn't expect so many people to reply to that tweet. So I'm like, is this going to be a long video, or uh-oh?
Oh wow.
And,
But-
I do want to apologize. I did interrupt Yauchi. He was getting ready to say something before my last comment, buddy.
Oh, okay, thanks. Yeah, two things. One is I'm building a surprise for the Coda community on a PC normal mode.
Okay.
I hope to be done with it by tomorrow.
Awesome.
So once I'm done with it, I'll take a photo of it, a screenshot, and I'll send it to you so you can share it out with everybody.
Well, I'm going to come by and visit.
Yeah, we're going to come out and drop
even
combos.
better. That would be even better. And that actually leads me to my second thing is you had tweeted me about I think you said some idiot built some shack, and I was thinking you were probably talking about yourself.
Yeah, I was. And the idiot didn't upload the base so you can't see it.
Oh, that's why. Okay, that's what I was going to say.
Yep.
I was like, man, I'm looking. I'm like, okay, I know he's probably talking about himself, and I hopped on immediately. I was like, oh, Cobra was here.
Oh
And there
Lord.
was nothing.
I'm going to delete it. I'm going to delete it because it's... Go ahead.
He was built. He said, "Man, Yoichi's base is so cool and this, that, and the other." He said, "I'm gonna build like this little crappy shack on top of the hill right beside his base, and when he logs on, he'll see it and say, "Who built this shack beside my base?" And then he forgot to upload it.
Oh, that's too funny.
Oh Lord.
That reminds me, there's a question I have for anyone who has seen the Coda Hub that Cobra was talking about. I put a message module on there that says, "My eyes are your mirror." Have you noticed that?
I don't know.
PS4.
There's something weird. Okay, we're going to talk about the PC here in a second, and I wasn't noticing a whole lot of detail because I was struck in awe on, and we're going to talk about that for a little bit. But I want to go back to Vargo real quick.
Yeah.
What were you about to say about that tweet?
Oh, well, I just mentioned that, but some of what I was going to say was in relevance to what I left you in the post. And, I'm just thinking, we're looking at wanting to form a fairly departmentalized guild. Like, everybody has roles to play. And I know that you were talking about the roadmap, and I saw that you brought it up. And we talked about online features, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, one of the really cool things about multiplayer online, or at least MMOs, is that you, as a player, you have specified roles, and you have player progression and stat enhancements to add, like skill points to add to that role. Now, I don't think we're going to get necessarily skill points, but that would
Or
be
skill 3, right?
Right. So I mean, but what if the new multiplayer online aspect is some form of player roles that are specified, like you were saying, somebody is harvesting resources or is the gatherer, one person as a crafter or builder, another person is considered a scout, and if you're assigned those roles, just like in Boundless, when you map your character out, you're designing your character to fulfill specific roles, and where they really shine in one aspect of the game, they're really weak in others. So that forces communities to play together.
That'd be great.
I agree with Var. I agree, because they should add something about guild stuff, like the assigning for different roles and stuff like that. So my in that same opinion, they should do that in their own other update or some sort, or something about for different roles they do. Like, you want to be a military, or you want to be a scientist, or you want to be included to the ship.
Well, and here's the thing.
The
cool thing is this is like right now as players in the game, we can kind of do everything. So when we're grouping, that's really kind of all that we're doing, is just grouping together and enjoying the game. But it's a much more different experience when you have a specific role to play and you're contributing to that group because you're fulfilling that role.
Right.
It makes you feel more necessary within the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you'd be missed. You'd be
Helps
like,
in
"Where's that guy? That's like all, he built his base up, and he's got all these storages, and he's the one with all the pure ferrite. Where is he?"
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, he's getting pinged and messaged and stuff like that. And he's like, "Where are you? We're being attacked. We need to make ammunition. Get your pure ferrite over here now."
Well, and I think that's why the hubs and civilizations has so much appeal to people. You know, because that we, you know, Sean, the team at Hello Games, guys, they give us this beautiful, beautiful game that, and with this game, they give us this whole vast box of tools that we can use to create our own game inside the game. And you know, that's what has amazed me about this game since day one, is the stuff. I mean, the game by itself is a beautiful, beautiful experience, but the community has, it's just what we have built as a community in this game, and what we have done in this community, in this game as a community, is that's what truly puts me in awe.
Yeah, definitely. I do want to talk about awe. I want to talk about my PC experience with No Man's Sky. Sword was on the call with me the entire time, and he was pushing me. He's like, "You got to try it. You got to try to play it. Start a save." So I did, and I experienced No Man's Sky for the first time, again for the second time. It was that beautiful. My eyes were getting moist, and I told him, I said, "I think I'm gonna cry." It is, and we were playing the experimental, the beta with the Vulkan, and the game runs so smooth. There's no lagging, not even when around the biggest of bases. There's no lagging. It runs so smooth. Whatever Vulkan did to it, it did something amazing to it. And what it reminds me of, if you could look at Vulkan is also something that's utilized in making games lighter to run on mobile devices, Mac OS, iOS. And I'm going to say it again, I'll get laughed out of the room. I think No Man's Sky is coming to mobile devices. I think it's coming to Google Stadia. I think it's coming to Switch. I think it's coming to mobile devices. And that's a good thing, because you might not want to buy it on a mobile device.
Yeah.
But what makes it interesting is if Vulkan makes it that light, how much more are they free now to add more stuff to it?
Well, you got to also keep in mind this. We're running next with the Vulkan API. When Beyond drops, and they've had a year to work on it, I mean, guys, me and Cobra's talked about this a little bit and touched on this a little bit off stream, but the point, like the base building, just that one aspect of the game back in Atlas Rises, at that point in Atlas Rises, I would have never imagined the amount of base building we got expanded in next. And that was with them having like 8 or 9 months to work on that update. They've had a year to work on Beyond, and the optimization, the technology's gotten better, the technology's improved, the science behind it has gotten better, and they've had a year to work on Beyond. You know, if they take that level of optimization and that level of making the game work smoother with this Vulkan API, I have no doubt in my mind that Cobra's hitting on a really good point about going mobile or to the Switch.
Right.
Or Stadia.
Or Stadia, yeah, Google Stadia, right.
So, okay, when I first set up my base here in the hub, and I started to realize that my game was crashing, my initial intent was hopefully that I would build kind of like on such a large scale that it would inspire other people to build like butted up right against me, and we start developing this large, massive kind of civilization. And I thought that would be really cool. But the game was crashing. Do you guys think that this Vulkan update is going to stabilize that so we can build on a larger scale?
Yes.
I
yes.
hope so.
It makes it
right
lighter.
now-
It seems okay. Playing it on it, it seems like a different game. It's lighter. Like I can only like the entire time I was playing it, it felt like wow they can now load this as heavy as it was before and add a whole bunch of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like not load it so much to where it lags again, but it seems like they're freed up now to really pack it on. That's what Vulkan feels like.
I mean, exactly. I mean, even some of like basically on the normal next version, without on the OpenGL API, when you go to one of my large farms, as you walk across from one side to the other, you hear plants spawning in and popping in, where it actually has what do you call it, the area of influence, to where base parts will actually activate, where it has inactive parts and active parts. So it's not so heavy on the GPU, and so not so heavy to run the game. Since I've been on the beta and the Vulkan API, you don't have that. Your base is spawned in.
Right.
I hope it really does improve. Like 5-10 minutes ago, I just said I'm building a surprise for, and literally 60 seconds later, it crashed the game and I lost it.
Oh boy.
So
Dude,
I
feel bad for you, man. But I feel your pain, man. I do.
Same.
Yeah.
I rather build myself a smaller base than a bigger base, because some reason the reason why, the same as War had the same problem, and we had to abort the base that he built and deleted it. So basically, I got the same pain if I did the one base for myself, bigger one.
Yeah, and this one that I was building was actually going to be a little bit small, but what was going to be a surprise about it was going to be an orbiting space station.
Nice.
Oh, that's
And
cool.
I was way above the clouds, but not quite at the top level of the cloud. You know, the stratosphere.
Yeah.
I was just below the edge of the stratosphere, and it was literally 60 seconds after I said something to all of you guys in the subcast,
So
and my game crashed.
oh man.
Murphy.
Oh boy.
So I want to go ahead and I want to show this, and then I want to get J-Spot J on to talk about his journey getting to the Cult of the Atlas hub. But here is, and it's been up for a while. Here's the link to it if you guys want to check it out. It's been up here for a while, so if it was a mistake, it would have been corrected already, in my opinion. Because it's been buzzed around. People have been talking about it, making videos about it. No Man's Sky, if I can get it right here. No Man's Sky, Nintendo Switch. This is the Sweden GameStop website. Now, No Man's Sky is a lot to type. I mean, if you're tagging your videos, you know how difficult and tiresome it could be to type out No Man's Sky and put the apostrophe on there and make sure you know what I mean? It's a long title, and it's not been removed.
To make a typo of that.
Huh?
It's hard for No Man's Sky to be a typo.
Right, exactly. Brian Hurt is trying to call into the show. There's a link down below that says it's our Discord link. Join the Discord, and then jump into the voice room on the left that says Atlas 102.5 FM. So there it is on GameStop's website, and it has not been removed, guys. Why won't they remove it?
Cobra,
They
let me
should-
ask you this:
Okay.
the Nintendo Corporation, right? That's their headquarters. Isn't that in Japan?
I believe so, yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
why would they advertise? Why would GameStop advertise that in Switzerland and not in Japan?
It's probably one of those things where they accidentally put it out there, and it's out there, so...
To leak out, or maybe just cover it up if they wanted to.
How do you
It
know?
could be
How do you
that.
know it's not on the Japanese one? Like, so
Yeah.
can you,
Well, yeah, that's a good point. I mean, we don't. And
can you
GameStop,
unless you know how to read it.
yeah, GameStop is global, right? So, if they were going to post that in Switzerland, would that be standard across the board for all GameStops to be notified?
Yeah, because our GameStop in Australia is EB Games. It's GameSpot owns it.
Fine.
I mean, I would love it if it came to Switch. I'm all about taking No Man's Sky mobile. I'm just kind of playing a little bit of devil's advocate because I'm trying to understand why would they just release that information in Switzerland unless, like you said, it was a typo or a leak.
Well, I don't think it's a typo. I think what they have is they got information on a lot of stuff, and they get told things ahead of time, and it was probably on a some sort of spreadsheet, right? And then they just put it onto their website, and maybe they weren't supposed to release the information yet. But it's out there. People have seen it. My question is, why aren't they removing it?
Well, yeah.
And here's why I'm excited that it's going to be on Switch. I don't own a Switch, and I probably never will.
Not to me either.
But if it can run on a Switch, imagine what more they can add to it. Imagine how lighter it's going to be now. The optimization that would need to be put onto it for it to run on Switch. Devil and Pixie still believes it's a mistake. Yeah, it can't be. That's a lot of words. A lot of letters for a mistake. I don't know. I
might have something for you. As a counter for that, sorry.
Go ahead.
What if GameStop simply did copy and paste that they accidentally copy and pasted the Nintendo Switch in the wrong spot and not PS4?
Ooh, that is a good point too.
Yeah.
Because according to Devil and Pixie, I believe it's still a mistake. Why is No Man's Sky not showing as a trade offer on PS4 in that?
That's a good point. But why aren't they removing it?
Because they haven't noticed.
Know they haven't.
Huh? Because I'm looking at it.
How do you? Wait, is this list updated?
What? Yeah.
Is there
Yeah.
a date and time stamp on the website?
Yeah, good point.
When it was uploaded.
Might be at the bottom.
Because just like in a regular blog post or something like that, it tells you when that blog was last updated. It gives you like a date and time stamp. I was wondering if that has the same thing.
I don't know Swedish. So,
Alright,
whatever. Kempengen Galer Milan, it says May 3rd, 19 through 6/3/19.
Okay, so June the 3rd was...
No, June 30th. Sorry, 30th.
Spell it
Oh,
out for
June
me.
30th.
Yeah. Oh, June 30th.
So what does that mean?
I don't know. I don't want to say. I don't want to talk about that. I don't
How
want to
about
talk
this?
about that. Because this
Wait,
is
how about
probably,
this?
like Devlin said, a mistake, and I don't want to talk about the
No,
relation.
did you guys
Release
try?
date, buddy. Release date.
No, did you guys? No, wait a minute. Did you guys try using Google Translate and make a camera in the translation on that letter in Turkish? And once you download that Turkish, you can translate English to Turkish. You can do that. That's an easy way you can do that. I always do with the different languages and translate what it is in languages and like different Spanish, Japanese, French, or Turkish, or anything like that.
Yeah.
You translate it. You do it directly to the screen. You can translate it easily if you don't need to.
Yeah, but you know what? Devlin could be right because it's not showing up on the PS4, and it kind of should. So. I don't know. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Sean Murray's been talking about Stadia a lot. Sean Murray tweeted out the picture of the Apple Arcade screenshot and titled the tweet Fractal. So there's a lot of lighter versions of No Man's Sky being talked about, or being all that commotion is surrounding Sean Murray. So I don't know what's going on there. I just want it to be on Switch because I think that would open up a lot more possibilities with the actual game if it's able to be ran on the Switch. But anyways, let's get off of this conversation because this is definitely not confirmed, and like Devlin said, could be a mistake. So let's get off this conversation. I want to get J-Spot J on the show. Plus, we got a bunch of more people in here that are trying to get on the show. J-Spot, what is going on, bud?
Not much. What's going on, everybody?
Oh, it's going great, man. I heard you made it to the Cult of the Atlas.
Awesome.
Yes.
Nice.
Very, very awesome, dude. We're like all so proud of you, dude.
Congrats,
Thank
man.
you.
Congratulations.
It was the community. I won't be out there. The community helping me.
Yeah, well, how did it feel when you finally got there?
Good.
Huh?
I almost got emotional. Got emotional.
Yeah, I got emotional when I went to the Galactic Hub.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's,
bud.
it's a nice feat when you've traveled and you know got to a hub or a capital city or a capital system like that. Almost said the C word. Sorry.
And he got
The
he
C
went,
word.
City.
He did
Oh,
something.
city.
Boys.
Awesome.
Let's just stick to settlements.
But congratulations, J-Spot. That is
Yeah, buddy.
definitely an awesome
He's done
achievement.
something
especially-
nobody
I'm
else
just like,
has or tried, as far as I know.
Oh, we
Has
used to have
anybody
to
else
travel that
tried
way. There used to never be any hoobering. We used to always have to travel that way.
It was crazy.
Oh, but he did it
I
in
had myself
permadeath.
up.
Permadeath.
Permadeath.
Permadeath?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my god.
I know, right?
Has
Dude, I don't-
anybody
I
else done
walked
it
over-
permadeath?
Dude,
Pre next? Post next?
yeah, I don't have the patience to play permadeath, man. I'm not that good.
Well, I remember when
I say,
was that J-Spot?
I say, once I'm in permadeath, I never go back,
Yep.
except for creative.
It's a lure to permadeath, guys. Once you get the hang of it, it's definitely interesting.
Yeah.
I'm no stranger to initialization screen.
Yeah, but yeah, I just to do that in permadeath is crazy, dude. And congratulations and welcome to the cult of the Atlas, buddy. Wait. Let me do that right. You
Do
worked
it
hard
right.
to get there. Hold on, let me do that right. J-Spot J, welcome to the cult of the Atlas.
He got his whole own system too, didn't he?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think he's the first one there for permadeath. So I am appointing J-Spot J commander and ruler over the permadeath version of the cult of the Atlas.
Woohoo!
And say I die.
Don't die, man!
Until I die.
You got there, now you can't die.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you what, guys. It's very, very interesting story about J-Spot. He is the only person I ever seen Hello Games put a hit out on. J-Spot fell into a hole full of whippy plants
Oh wow.
on perma. Yeah. Like,
Oh, Jay.
The fall knocked him, and the whippy plants finished him off.
Jay, stay away from the planet called Bellari 5. If you're on permadeath, do not go there. Look, everything on that planet attacks you. Everything. And it's brutal.
But the nice thing about that is if it's if it's pure heck on normal, it's usually a very lush paradise on perma.
That's what I was gonna say. Isn't it supposed to be like a lush or tropical planet?
Yeah, it is. But
And
the
those
animals
are peaceful.
yeah, the animals did you watch my newest Revenge of the Survivor, Vargal?
No, I've only watched part 1.
All right, watch part 2. It's insane.
All right, I'll have to check that out.
I mean, it's Jurassic Park levels insane.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
and what most people don't know about J-Spot J is he has a hard time seeing. He has trouble with his eyes.
Oh wow! And he
So
still
that's-
made it.
Yeah, that's why Ballisticola and I were helping him.
That is awesome. Big
That's
shout
it.
out to Ballisticola, man. 072 in the chat, buddy.
Oh yeah.
Very, very awesome. Let's see if we can get some more callers on here. We got let's see. This guy's always fun to have on. We'll get Carrick, and then we'll get Reap, and then Josiah. Carrick, what's going on, buddy?
You've been raptured.
Carrick?
Hello.
I think he went dark.
Garrick, are you there, buddy? He's moving around.
Uh-oh.
Hey guys.
I think he's seen a predator instead of copyright. He just can't speak.
Oh, there's something in the background.
Cobra.
That's why.
Yeah, buddy.
I got a translation to the trade list.
What's it say?
hello.
You better hurry up because Carrick's here. Hurry up.
Okay, so the promotion is valid between May
I'm right here.
30th through June 30th. Only
So-
valid when buying standard editions. No duplicates are taken in exchange, and dealers are not required. Exchanges are up for approval by store manager. Blah blah blah. Interchanges must be fully functional and complete in order to obtain full exchange value.
Okay, so that's
Does
all we
not
need
apply
to
in
know. I
combination.
think Devlin's right. It's probably a mistake. And
or maybe No Man's Sky is already out on Switch 4.
no, it'd be all over the internet. All over the internet.
No.
Let's see if we can get Carrick back in here. Carrick, Sapien. All right, so we're gonna come back to Carrick. See if we can get Reapmeister. Reapmeister, what is going on, buddy? Thank you for coming on Cobra TV.
Oh, hey, one sec.
I love it. Been in the Atlas room for 25 minutes. 1 second.
I've got you playing on.
This needs some appropriate music being played right now.
Really confused when.
Welcome, man.
When
Welcome.
you log me in. Thank you very much. How you guys?
Doing good, man. Doing good. We're doing good. Sorry, I put the Revenge of the Survivor goofy music on for a second.
Oh god.
Yeah, I was very disappointed today. I was
Why?
hoping to see Beyond coming in, but it just didn't come.
It's the summer solstice.
Yeah, we're robbed.
You know, Sean Murray said the closer that we were going to be getting to launch, the more information he would feel about the third item.
Yeah, but he lies, man. He's all full of lies.
Oh, man.
Can we not talk? Can we not say that word?
Never
word?
in the forbidden word.
What's the forbidden
thank you.
word?
Lies.
Flies?
No, lies.
Lies.
L-I-E-S.
Many people are going on and on about lies.
Who?
Well, it's
Look,
I still
okay,
have
if you're in
6 months to wait for the
2019,
update.
hold on, I'm going a little rant. If you're in 2019 still talking about Sean Murray lied, Hello Games lied, then here's how I picture you. You've been throwing yourself around a room crying since 2016.
That's a long
I'm
time.
serious. Like, and you're not looking to see what the game actually is now. Like, look and see what the game is. It doesn't matter what happened in 2016. Actually, what happened in 2016, if you're saying that he's a liar, you're probably the liar. Because he said in 2014, on the onset of everything to be talked about No Man's Sky, he said, not everything is going to be possible when a game launches, but I have a feeling we're going to be working on this game for a very long time, even after it ships.
Oh yeah.
That right
Okay,
there
well,
would get you out. That's a statement
I'm
saying we're going to release
not
an
gonna make that
unfinished game.
joke ever again. I
What?
profusely apologize for making the joke, and I will never
Oh.
make that joke ever again.
He come on, Trigger Cobra.
Did you do that on purpose?
No, I didn't realize the reaction I was going to get, but I do next time. Next time it'll be on purpose.
And that's why I didn't say nothing, man. I'm giving it a second to sink in, and I'm going to watch Cobra go mental on this guy. Dude, hey, standing ovation, buddy. That was awesome.
I feel like I'm the liar.
Well played.
Oh man.
Well
Wait.
played.
Why do you feel like you're the liar?
No reason. I'm just
He got your blood pressure up.
just trying to use the word liar again, I guess.
All right.
Oh man.
Oh, that's too funny.
Oh guys, 07 Reapmaster in the chat. That was epic right there. And guys watching the live stream, awesome jobs on the 80 likes tonight, guys.
Oh,
awesome.
Thank you so much, guys. What a bunch of Cobros. Thank you so much. Oh, speaking of the Cult of the Atlas, I wanted to mention this earlier, but I forgot. And it's just something kind of cool. I'm getting one. Mine's on its way. But let me get it over here on the other.
T-shirts.
That's right. That's right.
Oh yeah.
Cult of the Atlas T-shirts.
Wait, what about merchandise?
The Cult of the
That's
Atlas
what it
T-shirts. On the back of these, it says Cobra TV on the back, and on the front, it's got Cult of the Atlas, and I've got one on the way, and I cannot wait to get it. But yeah, I mean, if you're in the Cult of the Atlas and you want something, maybe just hang it on the wall. Maybe you don't have to wear it. Maybe you do want to wear it. But like hang it on the wall or something like that. It's kind of cool. When I started the Cult of the Atlas, I didn't think it was going to get as big as it did. I didn't think anybody cared enough to like move to an area where I was going to set up a hub. And then when I did, I sign on every day and I'm like, oh my gosh, there are so many bases here. There are so many people here. And it's amazing. And I can't wait to see what Beyond brings. I can't wait to see how much hub mechanics that we're going to have with No Man's Sky Online, the heavily online features found in heavily on our online features found in heavily online games. And with the building beyond that survey, the fact that we could probably utilize that to build big hubs and build our own cities in the Cult of the Atlas it just gets me so excited. And I want to thank everybody, whether you buy this shirt or not. I want to thank everybody for coming out and moving into the hub, even if you just went out there to build a base and you probably got a home somewhere else. It really makes me feel good every time I sign in and I see all those bases everywhere. And I was getting with Snow, and we were going to do a tour of the Cult of the Atlas and take a look at everybody's bases, and I realized, oh my gosh, that's going to be impossible.
I've been thinking to build my base over there where your hub is, Cobra.
Awesome, dude. Please, yeah, come on over, man.
Well,
but if anybody wants
honestly,
to buy one of these, I'm going to put the link in the chat here. There's the link. There's different styles. There's girl shirts. Don't get the hoodie.
I sent you a DM real quick, Cobra.
Why you don't get the hoodie, Cobra?
Because the print, I got to fix the print. The print is way too close to the neckline. So that print's kind of messed up. So don't get the hoodie until I can fix that. You sent me a DM on
Discord.
Okay.
Anyway, Cobra, I got one question.
Yeah, bud.
What about the VR system for Beyond? Do you think they're gonna have to play move controllers or DualShock 4?
I think they're doing both. I think.
I hope.
Do you think? Because there's reasons why. I only have just one PlayStation move controller, which is the compatible to the PS3, and that's what I've been thinking.
Don't worry about that.
You don't need to.
If it's compatible with the PS3, it works with the PS4.
I just only have one, and I have the one with the remote control joystick, but I don't have the other bubble one. I only got one bubble in the remote control navigator controller. The one was like a joystick, so I need to buy another one, a separate one.
Well, even if you don't have the move controllers, I think VR is still capable with just the regular, the DualShock controller.
Yeah.
Okay. That'll be fun for us to play it like VR and realistic, like seeing the space and all that stuff and control your ship and stuff like that. That'll be amazing.
Yeah, it would. Oh my God! Thank you, Stuart Ellis, so much for the super chat donation. Says, does Sean Murray tweet point to a major creature overhaul, training, writing creatures, perhaps? Yeah, Stuart, thank you so much for that donation, buddy. 07, that guy in the chat.
24 pounds.
I was hoping we could discuss that a little bit, Cobra, because I didn't really get your thoughts as far as what you think that post really meant.
Oh, we talked about that for what, like 30 minutes?
I missed it. I'm just gonna have to go back and rewatch the show.
No, we could talk about it again since also Stuart pointed it and brought it back up. I think it's a hint that we're almost there. It's a hint that we're almost to the point where we're going to be playing Beyond, and that these are. He said he's making lists at his adult job. His adult job is Hello Games and working on No Man's Sky. What would he be making a list for? Patch notes. And I think he gave us a very vague hint to something that's probably innocent to announce that's going to be in the patch notes. Is there a skunk?
Like Pan Curry.
A skunk just did its thing, and it's. Ooh.
The tomato juice.
Stay inside, guys. Don't go outside. Why did you open the front door? Do you? Oh, it's gross.
What's up? Hidden
The air condition is bringing it in. That's why it's. Oh my gosh. Okay. But yeah, I think it's a hint at patch notes. It's also a hint that there could be, when we take a look at the the survey, you've got.
Oh no.
Okay, I'll stop.
I was going to say,
What survey are you talking about? What survey?
Dude, I love this survey.
What survey are you talking
What
about?
survey
I
were you on?
don't understand.
Yeah, what's the survey?
Oh, there you go. It was a geck outside, Cobra.
Oh
That's
yeah,
what it
Zangelo
was.
said it smells like geck. You darn right. That's probably what they smell. Geck can smell sweet too, but never
That's
around
what
me.
they smell like. Yeah, that's what they smell like around Cobra. They see
Oh,
him like.
they smell good once cooked. It's okay once they're
Yeah.
cooked.
Yes.
Oh my! Did you see what I discovered? What Cobra had did the other day?
Uh-oh,
You
what did I
got
do?
that up on Twitter?
Oh, the ruin? Yes.
Yeah.
If anybody can find one of these near in our region,
Yes.
So let me finish my point here real quick. More depth and variety to NPCs could mean more fauna AI improvement, or polish of existing features could mean more fauna AI improvement. So that's probably under something that's inside the patch notes. That's definitely patch notes. That's definitely a hint saying we're almost there, guys. Hang in there. I'm going to be cryptic, and you're going to sit there and enjoy it.
We're going to talk about poo.
And people used to think that
They're
Rockstar.
gonna go mad.
Yeah, people used to think Rockstar was secretive. No one can take that championship away from Hello Games.
That's right.
Yeah.
Let's set up
Sunrise says the tiniest thing. Everyone in the entire
set up a
Wednesday
kebab.
universe goes bloody.
Get kebab shop in Coda.
But it's funny. It's funny how much it just sets the community off. They just go rampant over, like the smallest thing. I didn't know if he was being literal, or like you said, he was being cryptic. I'm thinking, oh great, a new crap mechanic. So now what?
Yeah.
But then somebody else made the comment: if he's being, if that post was literal, and he's being that critical about content within the game, what other changes has he made to the core mechanics of the game?
Exactly.
Right. Really. Right. We farm that stuff. But here we are. We're really kind of tweaking the whole scenario behind feeding creatures and what they do after you feed them. If he's willing to spend time making those types of finite changes, how much different is the game going to feel when it launches?
Exactly.
It's because of the space whale poop. That's why.
Yeah. Smurvas say, Cobra, can you go over the roadmap one more time for the people that just got here?
Love it.
I want to know what's in other.
What?
I want to know what's in other.
Other. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Probably a bunch of wild requests in that other.
I think
Do you guys think they're gonna add a new exocraft or something, like a mech exocraft, like one of those walker ones? Do you think about that?
Oh man, that'd be so cool. What are you talking about? Don't give me like excited about something like that. That's crazy.
That would be insane, man.
Or maybe, or you can create your own exo crab with a walker type walker, one of those anime mech stuff.
Basically,
Dude,
yeah.
what if
Hello.
what if the mech?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, loud and clear.
Who's this?
Carrick Sapien.
Sarah Sabian.
Carrick, you are finally on the show.
Finally.
I'm coming, Reese. Give me a moment.
Oh boy.
Oh, okay.
Real life.
Dang it. I had just managed to get on the Cobra TV subcast.
Yeah, tell him he's got to wait. What are they doing? Telling you to wash the dishes, walk the dog, what?
They're telling me to go to bed.
No.
Friday night.
It's Friday night. It's Friday.
Free day.
My mom is very strict on my sleeping schedule, even though I live in my own home. It's
Wait, what? So your mom came over to your house to tell you to go to bed?
No.
Dude.
Set up a sleeping schedule for me.
There needs to be some kind of intervention if that's what the case is.
Hey,
Yeah. Are you guys gonna be on the subcast tomorrow? Because I was really hoping to get on and talk about some stuff I had on my mind.
No. But
Dang it. Because I
next
got
Friday.
on super late tonight and I didn't have a chance to talk about it. So
Real quick, spit it out real quick,
Oh.
like you're rapping. Come on.
you want me to tell you right now?
Yeah, hurry.
Okay. Okay. Reese, can you give me a minute?
No. Okay, don't argue with your parents. How old are you?
I am 24.
Oh my. Oh wait. Argue with your
24
parents.
years old.
No. This can't be
24
right.
years old, turning 25 this August.
But
I don't know what to say to that.
so you're 24.
I have-
So you're
I have
24 and 5'8".
I have till 9:10.
That's 10
I
minutes.
have till 9:10.
Ah.
I also live in a house for young adults with disabilities.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay. All right. Well, then
And I was gonna tell you before you got mad at my family that
I'm never gonna get mad at your family.
No.
Who do you think
I
I
We're
am?
not mad. No.
I didn't want to make my family look bad or anything.
No.
That's why I was trying to. That's why I was trying to not to make it look like a big deal because if the staff that works at my house, he gave me until 9:10 to talk to you guys, so I have till 10 minutes from now.
Well, then you better get going.
Yeah, you better tell them Cobra
Make
TV
the
says
most of
hi, and
Oh yeah, I definitely will.
tell them everybody in Cobra Land says hi.
All the
Okay.
Cobras.
Awesome. The things I want to talk about. Number one is I was hoping to get this to Hello Games on Facebook, but it's too late right now. And if my mom sees me on Facebook right now, she'll flip it hit. So
Whoa.
Yeah,
Beep.
Whoa.
Beep.
Sorry. A little late on the
Sorry.
button, guys. Sorry.
yeah, I've got a bit of a sailor's mouth. I apologize. I'll try to tone it down.
Yeah, it's a family-friendly show.
Yeah, she'll kind of flip out on me if I'm on Facebook late. So what I wanted to say was I want to get this to Hello Games on Facebook, but what I wanted to say was you know that iteration number your ship computer spits out when you get into your ship for the first time, and it starts identifying you.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
iteration so and so online.
Yeah.
Well, I was actually thinking maybe Hello Games could make that iteration number procedurally generated, so every time a person logs into the game and they start the game for the first time, or maybe they start a new game, you know, it basically it's different every time, so every player has a different iteration number, and every character has a different iteration number.
Yeah.
Almost like a special user character.
Yeah, kind of like a
serial
special
number.
ID, and then maybe add that iteration number to their traveler profile. So every traveler has their own unique iteration number on their character's profile.
That'd be super cool.
Oh
Like a
yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the ideas I had. Also, I wanted to introduce on Hello Games the idea of basically organic starships.
Oh,
Ooh, organic starships. That reminds me of a comic book called Plasma from like the late 90s.
I was thinking of the show The Expanse because I used to watch that with my mom when I was little. My biological mom. I'm adopted, by the way. Yep, my life is a bit of chaos.
My life's in chaos. What are you talking about?
I think all of our lives are a bit of chaos here and there.
Yeah. Organic ships, man. Oh my gosh, that's such a great idea.
Right? See, I've always loved organic ships. Actually, a race I made up, the Vulkan X, a species of not quite mammals, but not quite reptiles either. They have canid and felid traits. They basically have organic technology and organic ships, and they're an entire hive mind, and they're basically a part of this federation called the Terracine Federation.
Imagine if we, for ship hunting for organic ships, we'd have to first find out what planet they live on, capture them, and tame them.
That would be interesting. I like the idea. I like the idea. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
Ooh,
it's just
I like
Avatar.
the idea.
Yes.
I like the idea of something like organic freighters. Organic fighters and organic freighters.
Space whales.
Yes.
Space whales!
Space whales.
Yes, space whales, organic freighters and organic starships. And the organic starships are like the antibodies that protect the space whale. That was basically the idea I had.
Have you told Hello Games any of this?
No, but I'm dead straight up want to.
Do it.
But I'm too afraid to contact them because I'm afraid of creeping them out with my ideas.
No.
Trust me, they're not going to get creeped out.
No, not at all.
Guys, do you think they made a space pirate battle fleet or something like that, like in other games like Battlestar Galactica or any other type of Star Wars game? You know what I'm talking about, right? Like, if they made space pirate bigger ships, like bigger freighter fighting versus your own freighter, and do a big fight in the war thing in the middle of your station. Did you think about that?
That'd be cool.
Hey, Cobra.
I like the idea of having organic multi-tool mods too for organic multi-tools.
Hey, if you were looking for that Gek or that Viking Ruin link, I linked it to you on DM on Twitter. That's what you was looking for a minute ago.
Yeah, I couldn't find it. Okay.
I dropped you a link to that tweet.
All right. Great ideas.
I'm actually hoping they bring back the Gek Dominion as a threat in the game. That way we have an enemy to fight.
Bring back first spawn.
Yes.
First spawn.
Bring back the first spawn. Let us have a common enemy that is capable of destroying planets.
I want an enemy that everyone in the galaxy can. I want an enemy that everyone in the galaxy can unite together as a federation to fight. I want to see a galactic hub federation be started between all the hubs, and I want to see us all go to war with the Gek Dominion.
It does say in the lore that there's still first spawn out there.
Yep, there are.
There are survivors.
Yes, there is, and there's also sympathizers.
They did the same thing to Elite Dangerous.
I'm extremely suspicious of my farmer.
And I want to point something out. Do you guys realize that the Gek are the merchants, right?
Yes.
They have infiltrated the economy of our universe.
Yeah. It is terrifying to think of.
Think about that for a second. They have not gone away. They said, "How can we control?" They said to themselves, "How can we control these people and rule over the galaxy without firing a single shot?"
It's kind of like China.
Well,
oh shit!
If I'm not mistaken, I don't think.
I was thinking kind of like America, but you know.
America. Yeah.
So right.
Love that movie.
Okay.
But yeah.
This took a turn for the
Bring
worst.
on the memes. Bring on the memes.
So,
Sorry
guys,
about stuttering back there earlier and interrupting people.
any members in the
good.
the Cult of the Atlas Hub, if you find this ruin here that's on the screen, let me know. Build a sacrificial altar.
The altar of the Coda.
and I will have it be a place that all of us trek to inside the hub to lay down a comm station.
Is it on PS4?
Oh my god.
It should be
amazing.
both PC and
I'm
PS4.
seeing the image on my stream. My view of the stream is a few minutes behind. It's literally a Gek statue head on a stone platform with pillars.
Yes.
Yeah, that's how it is.
It's amazing.
I can't
Also
believe
slightly
I'm clipping
creepy.
that, Carrick. I'm clipping that. I'm going to use that. It's a Gek head. It's a Gek head on an altar. It's amazing. I'm clipping that. I'm going to use that for an intro.
Oh my god.
I've been playing
I
that
hope I
first
got to
time
think
I've
of a
seen
meme. That's gonna be terrible. I swear, if I become an immortalized meme for that, I won't be angry, but I won't be angry. I will be laughing my arse off, but I'm still gonna be slightly worried about my image on YouTube for becoming a meme. I don't mind it, and I'd be quite proud to become a Cobra TV meme, but still, that would
Dude,
be
I'm already
interesting.
there.
Uh-oh. Oh, yes, she is a meme. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
The
Cobra.
microphone. Yeah.
I'm working on getting my portal glyphs. I was wondering if maybe I could make the territory of my homeworld, part of the Coda hub via subsidiary vassal nation.
I'm not that smart. What is that?
you lost me on that
Basically,
one.
it's a nation. It's a nation under another nation that serves that nation.
Oh, most definitely, bro. Most definitely.
Basically, a vassal nation is basically a nation that serves another nation.
So, like allies.
Yeah, well, more like a subsidiary. It's part of that nation, but not.
It's a full, a full-star ally.
Think of Hawaii.
You mean like a full alliance?
Think of Hawaii under America.
Yeah.
That kind of nation.
Puerto Rico.
How Hawaii is
Oh,
kind of
that
its own entity, but still under America in a sense.
Australia.
I'm thinking of like the Coda hub claims my ends up claiming my territory, and my species willingly joins the Federation. Willingly joins the Coda hub.
Yeah, I'm game.
Yeah.
Yep, sounds great.
I want to get my portal glyphs and stuff as well. I'm working on it, but I think tomorrow I'm going to get my my coordinates via what is
Signal
it?
booster?
Signal booster, yeah. And I'm gonna post it to the Cobra TV, the Coda, not Coda Discord. What was it? Oh, I might post the Coda Discord as well. I was
Facebook.
gonna post it to the Coda
Facebook
group on PlayStation.
Oh, on PlayStation. Oh, wait, we have a Coda on PlayStation?
I mean the Cobra TV one. Cobra
And
TV one on PlayStation.
And all you Cobras out there, guys, awesome job on the 94 likes. 6 more to go. We'll break 100.
Oh my gosh! Thank you so much,
Cobra
guys.
TV, you do have
Oh,
a
seven to
group
every
on
one of you guys.
on PlayStation, right? You have a group on PlayStation, don't you, Cobra?
I think there's quite a few, but I only think I made one.
I think I found one that said
Semtex
Cobra
has
TV and it was a group.
Yeah, I think
That
it's
was-
MTech.
Oh, I think he's talking directly to you. What is your account on your Cobra TV? The PSN, Cobra.
It's kind
Yeah,
of
it's on PSN.
What's my PSN name?
I couldn't find you on PSN, but I found the Cobra TV the Cobra TV
Community
group
group.
on
Community.
PSN.
All right, I'm gonna put my my PSN wrong button into the chat.
But yeah, I couldn't find you on PSN, but I did find your group. So
Well, there's my
Yeah, I
PSN in
just
the
won.
chat. Anybody can add me to that, and I will accept all the friend requests. And then you could also use that
Alrighty.
to hoover into the hub, to the Coda hub.
okay. Yeah, I wanted to let you guys know I'm totally open to you guys claiming the territory of my home world and stuff. Cause I want to be part of the hub, but I don't think I have the smarts nor the navigation skills to get there.
Well, are you on PS4?
I'm on PS4, yes.
I could get you there in 2 seconds.
Boom.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, all you got to do is join my game, put down a base computer, build a little bit, put a base teleporter on, and then you're done.
Whoa.
Wow.
You gotta read the fine print. You
What?
must drink a cup of Gek blood.
Oh,
Don't worry. I've already done that. I've just got on my hands.
we got to be
literally
really
just got on my
careful.
hands.
Look, we got to be super careful how far we carry this cult joke. It's a
I've already put plenty of Gek in a Gek system. Yeah, I shot down plenty of Gek fighters. We're good.
Oh, you're in, buddy. You're in.
Oh
I took down multiple first spawn fighters. They wanted my money. They wanted to attack me for my money. I always refuse when it comes to Gek. If it's Korvax, I'll be generous and give them money. If it's Viking, I'll go, brah, I'll bargain.
Carrick,
But if it's Gek, it's like death to the Gek.
Carrick, do this. Message me on Facebook or Twitter, wherever you want, and
Okay.
message me your PSN name. I will add you, and then I will invite you to my game and get you moved in.
I would love that. Thank you.
But if you want to do it the other way, that's fine. But I'd like to have you over here with us.
I'd love to be over there with you guys.
All right, awesome.
To the
awesome.
death of all
I
guests.
hope they
Cheers.
have crossplay.
And Kirby's
I
got
hope
And
one
I have
more.
some
I-
other,
I
and I
like
have some other friends. I have some other friends and a roommate that I want to get over to the Cobra TV hub as well. So yeah.
Awesome. Yep.
I
Everybody's
wish we
invited.
can get all the crossplay and everything, like we can play all together.
Alrighty. Well,
Brother, you got
thank
another
you guys for
one.
having me on.
Pull 'em in.
All
It
right,
was
mate.
fun having you.
All right, Carrick,
That's
you
fine.
take care
Yeah,
of yourself, man. And
Next time I'm on Cobra TV, I think I'll talk more about some of my ideas. But
I'll
one
keep
last
a
thing
lookout
to
for
put
you,
out
and I'll
there.
make sure I'll bring you in first, since you waited so long.
Alrighty. I will send you my PSN PSN player player gamer tag
Username.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
username, yeah. Gamer tag, I think that was it, right?
Yep.
Username? Yeah. I'll send you that on Facebook, and then we'll see about getting me into the hub.
Gotcha. Yep. We'll get you over there, buddy.
Alrighty,
Alrighty.
thank you, man.
All right. No problem, man. Take care, man.
I'll see you tomorrow. I'm a bit late to getting to bed, so I gotta go. Love you
Good night, buddy.
guys.
Good night.
All right. Love you too, buddy.
Good night.
Good
Nice
night.
to see you, dude.
See you, buddy.
Stay safe, stay awesome, and beware of the Gek Dominion. They
That's
come.
right. That's right.
16, the Gek return.
I like this dude.
Beware, travelers.
I like this dude. You got to come on the show more, man.
Awesome.
Oh, speaking of the show.
We've got another caller. We got Beggar Midas. Beggar?
Welcome.
Bagger. Beggar.
Bigger.
Beggar?
Beggar.
Yeah.
Beggar.
What's up, buddy? You gotta turn your mic
Yeah.
up a little bit.
So, guys,
He doesn't want to talk because I butchered his name.
Cobra.
Yeah? I know what time it is.
No, I'm not
What
talking-
time is it?
What's now?
I'm not sure if you've been reading
Okay.
my... But this may be the last.
Huh? I can't hear you.
What? What?
I think he's trying to tell you the meaning of life.
This may
Move
be
the stuffed animal away
last.
from your face.
Try it again.
This may be the last subcast I'll be.
No, I don't want to hear it. That's not true. I haven't responded to you because I don't want to believe that to be true.
Why would this be
Look,
the last?
my current job is giving me work till midnight, Monday through Friday. not.
Oh boy.
All right,
Unless
Snow.
you can reschedule them for Sunday.
Snow.
I'd have to get Peaceful Gamer to make a new banner, and then I'd have to beg my work to give me a new stationary day off.
Hey, Snow.
That's a lot of begging.
Yeah.
Hey, listen to me, buddy. You need to have a sit-down conversation with your boss and tell him this is how it is.
Don't you know Oprah's
He'll
on?
understand, man.
Yeah, you tell them that. You tell them you gotta be.
Say
on
Oprah or
hold.
Cobra.
I said Oprah.
Yeah.
Oprah.
Yeah.
Everybody gets a free Cobra book.
Hey, we're the cult of the Atlas. Just tell them you have to have, certain.
Yeah, tell 'em you
times
joined a
off.
cult.
Can't. Guys.
Hey, there you go.
He can't
Religious
discriminate
freedom.
with religion, man.
Yeah.
Oh god.
We gotta stop taking that too far. We're taking that too far.
You done it, brother.
I know.
I
I'm
don't think
guilty.
you've taken it far enough.
You're gonna have to go back and change all the Teespring shirts, and it's gonna say on the back of the shirt, "Really, not a cult."
Oh my God!
You should have 16, 16,
Oh,
16, but the one is very,
All right.
very
Oh
soft.
no. Oh no.
Answer me this: like, would it be instead of putting Cobra TV on the back, should I put on the back, "Not a real cult" in parentheses?
Yes. Yes.
Should I do that?
Not a cult.
Not a real cult. Okay, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna change that.
Do you know that
Put the asterisk down there. Just put an
I had a
asterisk.
profile that was just a normal social profile, and as a joke, I just put in hobbies, and one of the hobbies I put in was incest.
What?
And
Oh, no.
people who started to contact me was scary, and I had to leave a preface said it was a joke, you idiots. But I got people contacting me asking me if I actually really was interested.
That's the wrong show for that. That's definitely
Yeah.
Beggar, are you there?
I'm not interested. Sorry. Just
No, I know you're
record
not.
it.
Oh my God, Stuart Ellis, what a Cobra!
What happened?
Check out your chat, guy. Oh, am I that far behind?
You're that far behind, yeah.
Holy crap!
Oh, I am. Sorry. I thought he done it. I thought he donated again. I'm like, my God, dude.
We're still talking about the survey where you're at.
My bad. Hey, 07 at Cobra in chat anyway.
Wait, Bega Midas, are you there?
I don't know, am I? You hear me now?
Ooh, we could barely hear you.
Just barely, yeah.
Get the microphone, I'm sorry about that.
It's okay. It sounds like
It sounds
Like
like you're 30
you're-
feet away from the mic.
it sounds like
Or
you're in
eating
a
the
box and you
He's
want
in
us
a
to help
coffin.
you get out of the box.
He's in the coffin.
He's kind of in the box and talking on the mic in the box.
Get my
Microphone.
What's in the box?
That's
Okay,
nice.
okay, guys. Okay,
Who
guys.
said that? Who said that? Who said that? Because that's amazing. Are you?
That might be me.
Oh my
Okay,
gosh.
Okay, guys. Let's let Beggar speak because we're gonna have to listen for him.
Okay.
Alright, I'm sorry about that. I don't have a lot of time here because I got a toddler who's about to arrive to my place like whoa. But is there going to be any integration between the PlayStation universes and the PC universes? My first question.
There is no difference.
I feel like I'm eavesdropping on my neighbor.
Oh god.
What was the question?
Something about a
I
quest.
think. From what I gathered, he's asking, is there any difference PC side of No Man's Sky and PS4 side, guys?
What?
Wait, what?
Beggar, can you confirm that question for me?
He's never coming on the show ever again.
Scream at
Like
the top.
he's like, this is the most horrible experience I've ever had.
I don't know what happens sometimes. No, it's not.
Is your headphone jack plugged all the way in?
I tell you what, Beggar, Beggar,
Beggar.
say what you're saying in the YouTube chat, and I'll read it off.
There you go.
This is the most horrible experience I've had, and I've been in a shouting match with.
Oh man, guys, yeah.
So.
Oh, I got a question.
Yeah.
How about now? Are you coming in better?
TGT.
I can hear you better, but you still sound like you're in the next room.
Or
Like-
a box.
On this unit, I've got like 5 machines in here, and none of them are worth.
You have 5 bikinis? Isn't that what he said?
No, he said five machines in here.
Oh, machines.
Now instead of eavesdropping on our neighbor, we're eavesdropping on.
All right, go ahead and talk, Bega.
Yeah, it's just beggar Midas is usually how I go on that. Like everything at touchscreen.
Did you say something about a touch screen?
Nah, this microphone. I'm about to give up on that.
I think I heard him say I'm going to give up.
I heard that.
I think I heard that.
The B word.
Okay, ask your question, Beggar.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. I heard that.
Alright. I got this microphone.
I think he said that he likes the letter C.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Is there going to be any integration between the PlayStation universes and the PC universes? And
Is there
I got
any-
my tunes parked in Galaxy 2. Are they going to do anything about that?
He's referring to crossplay.
Yeah, he's asking if there's going to be crossplay, Cobra.
There's hints to it. Like if you think crossplay and read the blog, it looks like it'll read that way to you. But I just think that's just because we want it to be there. I don't know if it's something that is actually going to happen. I really hope it does. As far as I think you said something about being in the second galaxy. Are you talking about being able to get back?
Well, yeah, because I've been playing pretty much solo since it launched. I've been playing since launch date, and I haven't abandoned it since. And I've got a tune built up there that's maxed out on everything. Got just a whole bunch of stuff. I hate to lose.
Well, I really hope that they add a way to get back to the previous galaxy, to get back to Euclid. There is a way. There's a way to get back to Euclid. You have to go through every galaxy until you get to what 255 galaxies, and then when you go,
50.
huh?
I thought 256.
It's 55.
It's 255.
Yes, 255, and then when you jump through the last one, you'll be back in Euclid.
That's a lot of travel time.
Yep. But there is a way back.
Well, it's a much simpler way back. Start a new save.
Oh boy.
That's what I
If
was
you're in
going to
another
say.
galaxy, let's say you're in the 7th galaxy, but you're playing with somebody, or you want to join someone's game who's in. Can you get to him that way, like a Hoover?
Now, basically,
No.
you can join a
You
lobby
can- yeah.
in Euclid and
Can't
be in
stay.
Euclid in that lobby. But as soon as you leave that player lobby, you're back to your galaxy that you originated from.
Gotcha.
What if you create a base?
That's what I was going to ask. Yeah. What if you try to create a base?
It won't work.
Oh, okay.
That sucks.
Damn. Yeah.
Cobra, I got one question for you.
Yeah, buddy.
Do you think if on No Man's Sky on this month, like in July, they might put it on Free Play and Plus game members? Do you think about that?
Free for PlayStation.
Plus.
Yeah, Free Play and Plus for the playing players.
I don't know. I don't think that any like every time this game has a major update, it does launch sales, like first time launch sales. Atlas Rises did like major sales for like almost like a brand new game coming out. Next, same thing. Beyond is also, I believe, going to be the same way. I don't think that we're going to see this as being a PlayStation Plus game of the month. No. There's too much money. So? No, there's too much money being made every time they do an update.
Okay, I got you. Because one of my friends are thinking they're gonna be it's gonna be accurate. They're gonna do that Free Play and Plus game, and you never know if it is or not. If they do it, then everybody want to get it immediately to see how the game is, and that's why he told that the same way to Wargul, the same question I tell him. The point.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I don't foresee that at all.
And a real quick PSA to you guys about the jumping to the next galaxy. basically on the PlayStation and PC players can do this. Unfortunately, Xbox is unavailable to do this. But before you make that jump into the next galaxy out of Euclid, make a backup save on a USB or backup on one file in your computer. So that way, if you do get a few galaxies into the game and you decide you want to go back to Euclid, you can always go back to that previous save file.
Yeah, I'm pretty much just
separate.
Playing on since launch, I've logged like 12 to 1,400 hours. That's a considerable amount.
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah, it's a lot of
saving
gameplay.
Galaxy for my creative save because I just don't want to go through that hassle on any other different.
I'm actually pretty attached to my tune. I mean, I've written travel blogs under this. You know, I'm not really hadn't really tried the co-op thing too much, other than shooting down greasers once they launch net. I'm listening on you guys on occasion, so you'll have to excuse me if I've got some blank areas in what I know.
Oh no, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine.
I'm sorry, I'm just doing something really immature at the moment.
I hear the sound of the rings like Sonic game.
Sounds like Sonic.
Yeah.
I thought he was gambling.
Somebody winning rings on Sonic and doing gambling.
He's playing Candy Crush on the phone while we're talking.
No! I'm playing space poker with a greedy, lying, cheating Gek.
Please note, he took his picture off the screen while doing that.
That wasn't even me!
What do you got on the screen?
What?
He's updating his profile.
Yeah.
He's loving the gag. Why is he putting a love heart there?
Because it's a dismembered head.
Oh, okay.
Oh god.
Check Facebook. Ron Carpenter is in an open relationship.
All right, we've come to the end of the show. I love the end of the show. They always get a little weird and stuff like that. I do feel kind of bad when we had Carrick on and we didn't really understand what was going on. Like, it sounded like he was just making fun of his family. Like, I didn't. So I do want to officially apologize to Carrick for just not knowing what the situation was. So love you, Carrick. You know that. And so I just wanted to just apologize for that. But yeah, I mean, does anybody have any last and final words to say?
Yeah, I do.
I do. Oh, go
Me too. But you guys go first.
So I was playing with a friend yesterday, and he has a hauler ship with like a white color with red strip color on it.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, I want that so bad, that color. But then I realized that, you can't change your color on your ship. So I hope that's going to come in the next update.
I do too. That'd be cool. That'd be really cool.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Sword's laughing because he doesn't.
Oh, I'm making a list, guys. I'm making a list. That's all right. Don't worry about it. When you see Sword join your lobby, don't worry. Not one bit, guys. Not one bit.
You better add Snow Obsidian as a friend.
Don't worry.
I pick, guys. I'm picking.
Lord,
Yeah, J Spot.
are you going to take it? Are you going to take it twice?
Oh boy.
Do what?
Are you going to take the list twice?
I can't understand him.
He said, "Are you gonna check the link twice?"
Oh, check it twice.
Kickyfoot, thank you so much for subscribing. I can't even talk. And for joining the cult of the Atlas, which is a hub. It's not a cult.
I would just like to remind everybody in the chat and on the call, if you are a content creator, please join my Discord. Posting link now. I have set up collab channels, not just for NMS, but for any game.
Awesome. Very
All
awesome.
are welcome.
If you don't know who Mary Lizzie is, click on that girl's name and go check out her live streams. You're not going to be sorry.
I did a 7-hour one today.
What?
Holy cow.
That's usually how long my
yeah.
convergences are, and I usually consider that really hard work. You're just like, yeah, I had a 7-hour one today.
Just chilling. And I was just going to go until Sword streamed, and then I found out halfway through that Sword wasn't going to stream until he got on Cobra, and I'm like, well, I'll just go until Cobra's on.
I think Cobra's live stream was about 7 hours when he tried to walk around the planet.
No, that was 16 hours.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
wow.
He went live, and I'm sitting here. He's talking about walking around planet. I'm like, here's Cobra. Grabbed a little packet of snack mix and sit down at his PlayStation to walk around the planet. He don't know what he's getting into. Oh, no. I'm face palming. I'm like, oh. And when he realizes it's gonna take him all day,
but I did it.
I know he did it, and I'm like, I was like, oh my god, Cobra went around the planet. That is awesome.
Yeah, and we donated $1,000 for children's for St. Jude. Now it was 500 was donated on the stream for St. Jude, and then somebody, one of the other Cobras, said that they were going to match whatever I donated.
Yeah.
So
That's
it was
amazing.
Yeah, it was up to $1,000 donation to St. Jude.
Wow.
Epic,
That's pretty cool.
And you,
Like a braid. Lol, peaceful gamer.
I have something I want to say too before we end.
Yeah.
This is mainly for the military part of Coda. For anybody who's interested. Of course, everyone here is already aware that you can max, you can put like 3 tech slots of shield, 3 of any particular gun, etc., etc.
Right.
But not everybody is aware that you can actually have up to 6 on your ship or 6 in your exosuit. The way you can get away with it is by doing the 3 that everybody's normally used to, but in the tech slots you can do an additional 3 of that particular tech without overloading any of your upgrades. So, for example, if you want to do one-on-one combat with someone on the ground, and you want to win PvP battles, don't just use your 3 shield upgrades in your exosuit. Use those 3, but also add an additional 3 to your exosuit tech slots. It's double shield.
Snow Obsidian right now is like, shut up! What are you doing? I'm the champion. Gosh, stop!
oh my god, Napoleon Dynamite!
Sorry, I didn't mean
Cobra.
Yeah, sorry about that. I just figured I wanted to let everybody know because as a quote unquote fake cult, I had to put the word fake in there so nobody freaks out.
Right.
But as a group, if we all are aware and share that kind of knowledge with one another, rather than one person wrecking face in PvP, we'll all be able to in case we get into war.
Burn. I love it.
Can I just just to get in quick before the end?
Go ahead, boy.
I advertised this a little while ago. I put together a campaign called The Lost Empire.
Ooh.
And which was basically that there's a loose story based around archaeology and exploration across 16 systems in the Euclid Galaxy on PC. And I've put a few posters up. Cobra, if you look in the Contest 3 screenshot, you'll see I've put a bunch of those posters up.
Okay.
And I'm hoping that someone will take up the offer of having a go at it, because it's a bit of a story-driven campaign around bases with messages and all of that type of stuff. And I'm just hopeful that someone will have a go and take screenshots, maybe do a visual run through of it, because I'm not taking any of the screenshots, because I don't want to ruin it for anyone who's actually doing the discovery and finding the things that are actually on the planets.
So do you have a way of determining who finally makes it to the very end?
Basically, a person just needs to leave a message thing letting me know and take a screenshot. And if they can send it to yourself, if that's all right, then that'd be cool. Otherwise, you could send it to Twitter, the Mog, THEMOG.
Guys, this is going to be a contest for the convergence, and it's on now. Like, you could start this right now. But pretty much, whoever can leave a comm station at the very end is the winner, and I will send you an official level 4 Atlas Pass. And it's
very end of what?
Huh?
The Lost Tempo.
At the leave a
The last.
And here, I'll show you real quick. So yeah, this is a contest for the convergence. We'll announce you as the winner on the convergence, but it's a story campaign that that you could follow. And how long do you think it would take?
I'm not actually sure, because when you create it, you can go straight there, but you have to go the coordinates, and generally the base is on a different planet. You have to explore caves. Some of them have a bit of a maze-like setup. Some of them, there's just sort of little puzzle elements. I'm just hoping that all of them load up, all the bases load up. But I think it'll take a while.
So this here on the screen, I'm going to see if I can get real close. This is an Atlas Pass. Nice and shiny gold official Atlas Pass given to me by Hello Games. And
only... How many of those things are made anyway?
10,000.
And the way Hello Games made it, they are very limited editions, because on the back they put, I don't know if you can see that,
Cobra TV.
Cobra TV, and they were labeled 1 through 10.
Wait, seriously? There's only 10 of them?
Yeah.
Then why does mine have 15 on?
They all say 15 on the back. Like, what's your 00 number?
Oh, Cobra TV 00.
Okay. So,
0.
Yeah, I will give that to the winner of whoever can post that, but we're not going to send this out until the convergence. So,
yeah, sorry, I didn't realize you were going to officially make it for the convergence. So, I mean, if you want to be able to not start, I can always get rid of the message box that gets the thing started.
No, I think what people need to do is we need something to do in the game right now while we're waiting for this update to come. So, yeah, I mean, the first person there. Wait, can you check the dates of the comm stations?
I don't know.
No, you can't. Someone puts a date on the comm station.
Ooh, then how are we going to determine it? Like, if you log in, there's 2 there.
It's a screenshot, I guess. It's time-based.
Okay,
There
so
you
the
go.
first person to post a screenshot to @XXX Cobra with a timestamp, because it'll have a timestamp of when you tweeted it. So the first person to get that on Twitter, that's the winner.
And I'll know it's the right system because there should be a message there that is particular to that system.
And for crying out loud, record it. Not for proof, but
that would be awesome.
I want to watch you guys do it. All right, I want to watch you guys do it. Maybe I'll do it. I'm just not good at puzzles, and that's going to be embarrassing.
It's really, in terms of puzzles, it's not like cryptic riddles. It's more just exploring the area, jumping over a few things, maybe a little bit of a maze-like type thing. But it's not like the eyes to the windows to X, Y coordinates, Z to the B, or it's nothing like that. It's pretty straightforward.
Is this on PS4?
I'm afraid not.
So
that's why cross-platform play would be good. It's PC, yeah.
I believe comm stations show up cross-platform. Yeah, don't they?
It's normal mode.
I thought. Oh no, they don't. Oh no, that's. Never mind. I'm sorry. I just had a brain fart. Like literally, my brain felt like it just had a Charlie horse. Sorry. So it's on PC. Oh,
We'll
all
clean
right.
that up in the editing. Don't worry about it, buddy.
Oh my gosh, we got to end the show because I'm really too tired.
Sorry, before we close it down, I got something.
What's up?
TGT. Do you know when that's coming back?
What time do you go to work?
3:30. And I have to wake up and take care of chores.
Okay, so I want to bring back the Galactic Thunderdome. The problem is getting people who want to fight. And it doesn't have to be like real beef or anything like that. And you don't have to fight only snow, right? But I want to bring back the Galactic Thunderdome, which is a PvP arena where you get to fight other people. And we stream it like it's a sporting event. And we keep track of the score. First to 3 wins. And stuff like that. So I want to bring that back because I had so much fun doing that. And if I do, when I do bring it back, it's going to be on a day of the week, but it's always going to be different because I can only get one static day off, which is Friday for right now. And so,
do you have tomorrow or Sunday off?
No, I got Monday.
Well, you know, if we're looking for challenges, I hear Justin Bieber likes issuing fighting.
I will also point out to everyone, Cobra TV has set a bounty. Anyone who can bring the head of Snow Obsidian, aka Kill Me and Collect, will receive a mint condition Atlas.
I tell you what, you know what, guys? Adam is a friend. Join his game. Kill him. I don't care if it's 1 or 2 or 3 of you.
Assassinate him.
Get him.
Technically, that's already been done.
The only way to be sure.
Make 10 men feel like 100.
All right, that's it, guys.
Hey, Cobra.
Yeah, buddy.
Hey, can you just make sure that one of your talented those base builders can set up a Gex steakhouse for me?
Yes.
I think
Yes, most definitely, yes.
Nice.
Outback Steakhouse.
It'd be nice if we could build a Gex steakhouse right next to one of those ruins with the Gek head, this dismembered Gek head. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I'm out. Have a good night, everybody.
All right,
Good night.
Bayo Yucha, thank you so much for coming on the show, buddy.
Yep, thanks for having me.
See you, buddy.
All right, guys, thank you so much for calling into the show tonight. You guys have been amazing guests, and I'm lucky to have you on the show tonight.
Glad to hear. Thanks.
Thanks, Cobra. Thanks for having me.
Shout out.
Big shout out to that 105 Cobros that smashed that like button.
Oh,
tonight,
thank you
guys.
so much,
thank
guys.
you for that.
Make that 106.
Awesome.
Oh,
Thank
yeah.
you so much, buddy.
Make it 100.
And thank you to all the people that came out to the show tonight and chatted in the comment section there. And thank you to the guys who liked it and Patreon supporters, subscribers, Stuart Ellis for donating to the Super Chat. Thank you so much, buddy. And I will see you guys. I'm making a big video tomorrow, and I think it's going to be quite long because of all the responses on Twitter. But we'll see.
Cobra, I really am sorry about the 6 paragraphs, buddy.
It's all right. It's all right. I was thinking it can't be too bad. They're limited, like, what, 140 characters?
Yeah, good point.
That's why I purposely didn't post it on Facebook.
Zane's World says, swish. So I'm gonna bring the fire to nothing.
All right. All right. Good night, everybody. Everyone stay safe,
Good night,
and I'll
guys.
see you all in the next video.
Fly
Good night.
All right, good night.
Night.
See you, Cobra.
Yeah.
No.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Hey, Cobra.
Yeah.
Sir, did you get my DMs on